sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn, Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage, every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll, Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky, Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburgh's power under Sunday light. Here we go! Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights, delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins fall. Sunday buzzing, fans online, NFL chaos. It's game time, shot. Falcons fly and Bucks set sail. Saints march on, Panthers wail. From Atlanta down to the Bay, we bring the noise every play. Niners grind and Seahawks soar. Cardinals reload, Rams one more. From Cali sun to desert nights, Dr. Delay's voice lights up the fights. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here, Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here, Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Here we go! Steelers! Here we go! Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay calls every play so sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn, Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage, every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll, Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky, Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay calls every play so sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn. Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage. Every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll. Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky. Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburgh's power under Sunday light. Here we go! Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights. Delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins fall. Sunday buzzing, fans online. NFL chaos, it's game time. Falcons fly and Bucks set sail. Saints march on, Panthers wail. From Atlanta down to the Bay, we bring the noise every play. Niners grind and Seahawks soar. Cardinals reload, Rams one more. From Cali sun to desert nights, Dr. Delay's voice lights up the fights. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay calls every play so sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn. Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage. Every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll. Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky. Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburgh's power under Sunday light. Here we go! Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights. Delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins fall. Sunday buzzing, fans online. NFL chaos, it's game time. Falcons fly and Bucks set sail. Saints march on, Panthers wail. From Atlanta down to the Bay, we bring the noise every play. Niners grind and Seahawks soar. Cardinals reload, Rams one more. From Cali sun to desert nights, Dr. Delay's voice lights up the fights. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay calls every play so sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn. Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage. Every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll. Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky. Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburgh's power under Sunday light. Here we go! Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights. Delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins fall. the fights. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here, Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here, Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay calls every play so sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn. Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage. Every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll. Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky. Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburgh's power under Sunday light. Here we go. Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights. Delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins fall. Sunday buzzing, fans online. NFL chaos, it's game time. Falcons fly and Bucks set sail. Saints march on, Panthers wail. From Atlanta down to the Bay, we bring the noise every play. Niners grind and Seahawks soar. Cardinals reload, Rams one more. From Cali sun to desert nights, Dr. Delay's voice lights up the fights. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here, Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here, Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay calls every play so sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn. Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage. Every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll. Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky. Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburgh's power under Sunday light. Here we go! Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights. Delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins ball. Sunday buzzing, fans online. NFL chaos, it's game time. Show. Falcons fly and Bucks set sail. Saints march on, Panthers wail. From Atlanta down to the Bay, we bring the noise every play. Niners grind and Seahawks soar. Cardinals reload, Rams one more. From Cali sun to desert nights, Dr. Delay's voice lights up the fights. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another game, folks. This is game 2 of our triple header today, as this is the final game of the NFC Wild Card round, as the San Francisco 49ers take on the Philadelphia Eagles. The 49ers, who are the number 6 seed, come in with a 12-5 record. They've had huge aspirations the entire year. However, of course, they've been battling injuries, as is they've pretty much been doing that for years now. And, of course, the Eagles, the defending NFL champions, looking to hold down that title, I guess, and keep on going despite their struggles this year. Again, they're coming in as the number 3 seed, 11-6 record. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully we have a great game, as we've been treated to some pretty great games this 2025 playoff run. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Eagles favored by 5.5. If you're wondering who the favorite was, the Eagles, the home team, are indeed the favorite. I don't believe they've met this season. I don't think a lot of these teams in the wild card round have met this season. So that's always pretty neat. Looks like they had some trouble taking down the American flag, as a lot of wind there in Philadelphia. I can see it right there. I'll have to get the weather for you. But again, if you guys didn't know, we had, again, a game earlier today, which was the Buffalo Bills and the Jaguars. 27-24 was your score in that one. Buffalo winning, moving on to the next round. Again, we won't really know who they're playing until, I guess we might have an idea later tonight, depending on how that goes with the Chargers, Patriots. And, of course, in the NFC, the Rams, of course, over the Panthers yesterday, 34-31, and the Bears over the Packers, 31-27. And pretty much, if the Eagles win this game, the Eagles will travel to Chicago. And if the 49ers win this game, then the 49ers will travel to Seattle. So it would be... so again, a lot of stuff happening, a lot of moving around in the NFC playoff picture. That should clear up again right after this game. So hopefully, again, it is a good one. Thank you again for tuning in for part 2 of today's, again, triple header. Good to see you guys. Appreciate you, Matthew, Chance, Denny, Goku, Trisk. I saw you earlier there. Judy, good to see you. Appreciate you, Matthew, again. Sharon, good to see you. Again, thank you guys all for tuning in. Again, everyone else, again, thank you guys. Hopefully we have a good one tonight, and again, or today, and this will be, again, I do apologize, again, I will be a little bit behind here on the Fox broadcast, hopefully not as bad as it's been in the past, but expect it to be, so I do apologize. Again, try to keep spoilers to a minimum. Again, I will be investing in an antenna this week, and we'll try to get that squared away. Hopefully that works. Hopefully that is the solution that I'm looking for. And we don't have to worry about that the rest of the way. Again, tonight shouldn't be as bad, and tomorrow I'm usually pretty good whenever it is ESPN. So how's it going? Orioles fan? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you for tuning in. Let's see here. How's it going, Tracy? Happy that you're here. Appreciate it. The Great Fog Bowl number 2. We'll see. 49ers want the other birds next. Seahawks, if you don't know. Gotcha. Looks like Philadelphia will be kicking off to start this one. Again, we are in Philadelphia. It is windy, so they have a holder on the field. So 12 men on the field. Again, the only play where that's allowed now is on the kickoff. And, of course, San Francisco in their traditional away uniform, gold helmet, white jersey, gold pants, Eagles. Green helmet, green jersey, white pants. That is how these teams look. As there we go. We are underway in Philadelphia. As that'll be fielded at the 5. He's at the 10, 15, 20. And, he's blown up at the 24-yard line. And that is where the 49ers will begin their opening drive. Brian Robinson there on the return. And here comes Brock Purdy. And he had a rough week last week. But since week 11, though, despite that week, pretty solid. 70% completion percentage, 19 total touchdowns, passer rating of 105. All of them top 3 in the NFL. So very, very solid. So, yeah, there we go. 1st and 10 for Purdy and the Niners. They'll be at the 24 to start this one off. Under center is Purdy. And he will send a man in motion. He takes a snap at the toss down the left side. It's McCaffrey. McCaffrey at the 20 and is gang tackled at the 23. That's a loss on the play. as the Eagles swarming to the ball. Again, that Eagles defense has been very good, especially the later half of the year. So this would be a tough task for the 49ers to get it going inside or, in Philadelphia. Purdy, though, going to hurry to the line. He's already in the shotgun. Receivers to each side as he drops back, looking over the middle. Purdy throws it down the field. It's caught at the 40. Cuts inside the 45, the 50, 45, 40, 35. Bounces outside at the 30. Cuts inside again at the 25, the 20. And finally tackled at the 15-yard line. Huge play of 60 yards. And that is a San Francisco 49er first down. I mean, that was a huge play. Again, after that first play, which was a loss, just a huge play already as they are inside the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 16. Purdy is under center. He hands it off up the middle. McCaffrey tackled immediately at the line of scrimmage. 6K. Thank you, Bill. Now appreciate it. Judy liking what she's hearing. Purdy finding again the open receiver. Again, that was just a huge play. Robinson, great stuff after the catch, going in and out and in, zigging and zagging. Great stuff. 2nd and 10 for the 49ers. Purdy going to be in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left as Purdy lifts the leg, takes snap, drops back, looking over the middle. Purdy steps up, fires. It is caught at the 5, and he's tackled at the 4. McCaffrey going up to get that one. Nice catch. That is a first down for San Francisco. 1st and goal. Already, again, just 2 minutes into this one. Oh, that ball was tipped to the line, too. Wow. So very lucky there that it got to the intended target. Matthew liking it. Purdy looking good today so far. Yes, that's a key part there. 1st and goal as they are at the 5. Purdy in the shotgun. Receivers to each side, sending a man in motion. Purdy hands it off to McCaffrey up the middle. McCaffrey is going to be tackled at the 2-yard line for a gain of about 3. Again, we do have emojis there for the members. A little bit better than the Jaguars one. Again, that was pretty rough. So let's see here. Yep, Judy likes it there. Sorry, this off talking. My dad is from Canonsburg, Pennsylvania. He was wondering where you're from or have been to Canonsburg. I've not been to Canonsburg. I've not actually heard of it. I was born again in Reading, Pennsylvania. But I don't live there anymore. I don't live in Pennsylvania anymore. 2nd and goal at the 2 as Purdy's under center, sending a man in motion as Purdy fakes the pitch out, looking, throws to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, San Francisco. Demarcus Robinson breaking free in the back of the end zone, and the 49ers open up with a very impressive drive again, all thanks to that huge play of 60 yards as the 49ers open up the scoring 6-0 pending, again, the extra point. This will be a high-scoring game, 34-31. You don't know who wins? Hey, I'll take that. I will take that. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is up. It is good. 7-0 is your score. 49ers leading over the Eagles with 11:51 left to go. Again, Demarcus Robinson with the huge run of 60-plus yards. And again, a few plays later, finding him in the end zone. As Vic Fangio can't believe it, looking up at the sky like, what the heck? Had to do a double take, a triple take. Let's see here. Judy liking it, 7-0. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, this is a unbiased. I guess I should have made that clear in the last. People were like mad that I was saying the refs were being bad. Well, yeah, the refs were pretty terrible in that game last with the Jacksonville Bills game. That was very sketchy, but it is what it is. Again, unbiased here. Obviously, a Steeler fan. Not going to really. It's not this game. Whoever wins or loses doesn't really matter to me, but it probably does matter to you guys. So, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free to vote in the poll. Let me know who you think's going to win. 66% of you guys with the 49ers. That's kind of a shock to see. 34% with the Eagles. As the Eagles, of course, they were favored in this one. And, of course, they're at home. And the 49ers, of course, had a really rough week last week against the Seahawks. So, I don't know. That's a little shocking to see, but hey, right now, 49ers up 7-0. Of course, in my playoff pick, I'm kind of curious. I think I have two brackets. One of them is who I think will win. The other one is kind of who I'm hoping for, which is the Steelers, obviously, in that one. But the realistic one, I think I picked the 49ers to win. Let me double check. Yeah, I picked the Bills, picked the Rams, I picked the Packers, and I picked the 49ers. Picked the 49ers in this one. We'll see. We'll see who wins, though. Again, this one should be a good game. I don't know about 34-31. I'll take it, though, Chris. I will take it for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Again, the Eagles have a solid defense, and that was kind of a surprise to see. Of course, again, McCaffrey, 3 carries, 2 yards. But, of course, Purdy, again, dicing him at 3 for 374 yards through the air. Very impressive. Just rooting for a good game. Oh, yeah, for sure. Nice start. Yeah, it was, Matthew. Steelers winning Monday night. Hopefully, Rodolfo. Hopefully, I did pick the Steelers to win in my bracket, but I don't know. Maybe I let my heart do more of the talking than the brain. We'll see. Time for some defense. Matthew pulling for the 49ers here. You actually passed through Canonsburg last summer after you left Pittsburgh, going south on 179 before you hit Washington and Wheeling. Oh, okay. Well, then I guess I have driven through it. Interesting. Philly Bird stakes this guy. 49ers probably going to win, but go Eagles. I don't know. I mean, both teams, of course, entering the postseason, not on the right foot. Again, obviously the 49ers are playing very good the later half of the year, but that loss against Seattle was very concerning. And, of course, the Eagles, again, not really a great offense as of late. Again, the later half of the year, they've been struggling. So Pinero ready to kick things off, and we're back underway in Philly. As there is the kickoff field at the 5, is at the 10, 15, 20, 25, cuts inside at the 30, it's at the 35, and tripped up at the 37. Oh, nice return. Nice return there, and that's where the Eagles will take their first snap of the game. And here is Jalen Hurts, 5-0 whenever he's playing at home. So that is something to look at today. Again, 11 total touchdowns, no picks, no turnovers, no nothing. Again, Hurts in the playoffs, much better quarterback. We'll see if he rises to that occasion today. First and 10 for Philadelphia, as Hurts is going to be under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right. As Hurts looking around. As Hurts takes the snap and hands it off to Saquon. Saquon is going to be gobbled up after a yard. Not much there for Saquon Barkley. Let's see here. Let's go. 49ers. Good to see you, Steve, again. Appreciate you, man. Playoffs. Went to school with Hector, as he was called. Dunmore High School homeroom teacher called him Hector instead of Victor. Really great guy. Okay, interesting. Howdy, how's it going, Steve? Again, appreciate you, man. Second and 8 for Philadelphia. They're at the 39. Hurts in the shotgun, trips left, one receiver to the right. As Hurts takes a snap and hands it off to Barkley, cuts it out. Oh, he's at the 40, 45, 50, down the right sideline at the 40, and is going to be ripped out of bounds just shy of the 30-yard line. Gain of 29 yards. That is a Philadelphia Eagles first down. That is what they were looking for. Again, the 49ers with a huge play on the first drive. Barkley says, I can do one. Very impressive as well. Again, this one on the ground. But a huge play, first down, Eagles. Let's see here. We need the Pope. Yeah, holy water. Ready for tomorrow versus for the stress? I'm not ready either, honestly. Looks like there was an injured Eagle there, an injured lineman. He is off the field. So again, no Lane Johnson. And I guess their backup tackles also Hurts. For the first and 10 at the 32. Hurts in the shotgun. Two receivers left, one to the right as Hurts hands it off to Barkley up the middle, crossing the 30, and then finally brought down around the 28-yard line for a gain of about 4. We had a priest last time. We did. Oh, Vic Fangio. Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah, the defense coordinator. Okay, that's pretty neat. That's pretty cool. You went to school with him. North Philly in the house. Gotcha. Appreciate you for tuning in, man. 2nd and 5 at the 28. In the shotgun is Hurts. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. As Hurts, play action, drops back, looking to his right. He throws. It is caught across the 20. And A.J. Brown pushed out of bounds immediately. He will have the first down as he was pushed out around the 17-yard line. First down, Philadelphia. Somehow beat Houston. I'll go and say, yep. No injuries. Already have one. Tempe, Arizona in the house. How's it going, Robert? Good to see you, man. 1st and 10 at the 17. Hurts in the shotgun. Trips left, one receiver to the right. As Hurts is going to keep it. Play action, looking, dumps it off. It's caught at the 15 and tackled at the 14. He's going to mark it at the 13. That was Dallas Goedert with the catch. Temperature, by the way, 38 degrees. Winds 25 miles per hour. So expect the kicks to be very much inconsistent or very difficult at least. 2nd and 6. Hurts going to be in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, one to the right. Hurts sending Goddard in motion as Hurts pitches it out. This is Smith. Smith at the 15, cuts inside at the 10, and tackled or pushed out of bounds right there for a gain of about 3 or 4. Going to set up 3rd and 3 coming up for Philly. Seems like going to be a great game, hopefully. Love the Steelers decor in the back. Go Steelers. You know it, Danielle. Hopefully we can get something tomorrow. Would be nice. Would be nice. 3rd and 3 for Philadelphia. Hurts going to be in the shotgun. They need to get to the 7 for a brand new set of downs. Hurts sending Barkley in motion. Barkley doesn't know where he's going. As Hurts takes the snap and hands it off to Barkley. Barkley trying to bounce it outside, cutting inside, fighting for the first down. He's got it. As he's tackled at the 6 for a gain of 4. That is another Philadelphia Eagles first down. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Fancy shirt. It's camo. Yeah. It's actually Reebok. So got it at Walmart. I like Reebok. It's very nice. Very nice brand. What's up, Doc? Taking the rest of the day off. Got some stuff going on. NFL. I love some Doc. Oh, yeah. No, very happy. And I've been doing this the whole time. So, hey, I will gladly take it. 1st and goal at the 7. Hurts under center, trips to the right, one receiver to left as Hurts tosses down the right side. Barkley cutting inside, baking the outside is at the 5 and tackled at the 3-yard line. So a gain of 4 there for Saquon. I appreciate you, CeeLo, for tuning in, or hopefully enjoy the rest of your day, man. So yeah, hopefully you did well. Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy about it, man. Folks, again, make sure to check out On The Go with CeeLo. He's been a very big supporter of the channel. So, yeah, make sure, again, to subscribe to his channel. Go to his channel right now. Click on his name. Go to channel. Subscribe. That's all you got to do. Fast and easy and free to do. 2nd and goal at the 4. As Hurts going to be under center. Receivers to each side. Sending a man in motion as Hurts hands it off up the middle. Barkley dancing around. He's leaning forward. He's fighting forward. And going to be tackled at the 1. They're going to be about a yard shy. So that might imply they'll do the tush push. And that's usually what that usually happens. So they're going to be at the 1. Hurts going to be under center. Well, there's no tush push right now. Oh, it's going to be a direct snap. Oh, to the tight end. Goddard plows his way in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As, look at that. So I was expecting tush push, but look at that. The direct snap there. Or not direct snap, but an end around to the tight end to Dallas Goedert. A 1-yard rushing touchdown with the tight end. I'm sure you guys put some money on that, I'm sure. As we will just be pending the extra point here. Eagles matching the 49ers drive with a touchdown of their own. So here's the extra point, the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up, and it is... Oh, he doinked it! Oh, my goodness! Well, there you go. We got a doink after all. I was kind of like expecting one. You usually get a doink. Let me find Doink the Clown. Make sure again to put the clown emojis in the chat. Doink the Clown has made an appearance 7-6, 6-7 if you are, under the age of 18. That is the score here. Better show, we better. Who are the Steelers playing? We're playing the Texans. Pasta for dinner tonight. Nice. Stuffed shells with cheese and pepper. Oh, my goodness, Jeremy, that sounds great. That sounds fantastic. Should the Steelers bring back their Bumblebee uniforms? No. Touchdown number 8. Your scoreboard is already showing. Yeah, no, again, I'll be a little bit behind. I do apologize on that. Again, I'll be working on that. I'll be making the trip to Walmart this week, so I can be a little bit more on the action. And, because, again, my local affiliates here, just not ideal, a little bit behind the national broadcast, so very sorry about that. But I'll try to be getting the antenna, and maybe that'll help. Just got in from a birthday party. Should I fill in the electoral ditch with a backhoe or stay here? I don't know. You know what you got to do there. I don't know. It is Sunday. You can take the day off. Another missed extra point. Yep. What the heck? There we go. There's the clown emojis. Dig your Bettis jersey. The bus was an awesome power run. Yep. Missed those days too. 2 plays behind. Yeah, no, I'm sorry again. I'm very much Yeah, again, I'm just sorry about that. It's just I can't do much about that. Touchdown turkey on the strike. Yep. He's on strike. He said he'll come back when the Steelers lose. So hopefully that's far from now. But it could be again next week. We'll see. But yeah, appreciate you guys with the clown emojis. That's good stuff. Cover the Charger. Yes, I'll be covering that one right after this one against my second game of the day. Cheering for the Steelers for you tomorrow. Appreciate it. And your brother. Yep. Missing the Troy, Ben, and Hines award. Yep. No, yeah, trust me. I miss the 2000 Steelers all the time. I wish they were more. I don't know. I wish the players now resembled those teams. I miss them. Miss them a lot. So we're back here in Philly again. It's 7-6. 49ers leading. And the kicker not happy with himself after that. Or I don't know. I don't know if he was making an excuse. No, it's his 6th extra point missed in postseason history. It's tied for the most all-time with Roy Gerela, who I think was also a former Steeler kicker. So I guess Elliott just struggles in the postseason. How about the Bills? Proved all Bill. Josh. Yeah, Josh again. Yeah, Bills are pretty good. They were the favorite for sure. Trent Williams playing? I don't know. I'll look for it on the next drive. Fielded at the 5. He's at the 10, 15. He's at the 20, 25, and ripped down at the 27-yard line. And that is where the 49ers will begin their drive. I know Lane Johnson's not playing. I know that much, but I don't know about Trent Williams. Big Ben is a legend. Steelers going to lose tomorrow. I'm a Texans fan. I got you. Well, hopefully you are wrong. Hopefully you are very much wrong. Tell you what, now I think you need to go dig that ditch now. I think you gotta go. No, man, appreciate you, man, for tuning in. But yeah, hopefully it's a good game. 1st and 10 as Purdy's under center, trying to see if that's Trent or not. As there's a toss to McCaffrey down the right side, cuts inside, spinning forward, and will get to the 30-yard line for a gain of 4. I'm trying to see a name. I think he wears number 71. Not seeing a 71. I don't think that is not. Wait, no, is that? No, it is. That is Trent Williams. Trent Williams he is playing. All right, 2nd and 6. Purdy in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, one to the right as Purdy drops back looking over the middle. He throws to his right. It is knocked away. Incomplete. Mitchell with a great play on the ball, swatting it away. That's the first incompletion of Purdy's day. Go Texans. Texans have a better chance of winning with Whedon. This guy doing a good job. Thank you, Marlene. Appreciate it. This game just started about 20 minutes ago. 3rd and 6 for San Francisco. Purdy going to be in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, one to the right. Sending Kittle in motion. As Purdy awaits snap, takes snap, drops back, looking to his left. He throws to his left. It is caught, but then he's pushed out of bounds shy of the first down marker. That was Robinson on the catch. He had to really come back to make that catch. Again, not really an ideal throw there for Purdy. And the 49ers will have to punt. I'm supposed to be playing. Yeah, he is. Let's go. Bang, bang. Got Steelers +3 for tomorrow. Hopefully. Got there a tad early. Talking about the other one. Yeah. It was close. There's the snap, and here is the punt. And that is not a good punt. That's going to go out of bounds around the 33. They're going to say the 32. 35-yard punt for the old man, Thomas Morstead, who's been in the NFL for a long time. So 5:01 left to go here in the first quarter. 7-6. 49ers leading over the Eagles, but Eagles with the ball. Ball first, 49ers. I was a fan of Troy Polamalu. He was entertaining, my mom liked to say. Yeah. Yep, he still does those Head and Shoulders commercials. But, yep. No, I miss those the Steeler teams, the 2000s. They were great. And if they beat the Packers, they would be considered a dynasty. It'd be 3 Super Bowls in 6 years. But they were denied by Aaron Rodgers, who, of course, could, help the Steelers out with the playoff win. That'd be nice. Haven't experienced that in forever. Haven't experienced that in a long time. We're becoming the Cowboys. We can't have that happen. We can't become the Cowboys. Polamalu was head and shoulders above the rest. Yeah, right. He was. Polamalu was great, though. Even with the shampoo meme there, or whatever, pun. You're surprised the Eagles got to play the Niners? It's a solid matchup. Again, a lot of solid matchups, really. Again, there's no clear-cut favorite in this postseason. Of course, again, you can look at the Bills, you look at the Rams, who, of course, did win in their first-round matchups, both being on the road, of course. But, the fields, the teams, there's no team that is concrete, like, yeah, that team is definitely the Super Bowl favorite. There's no team that's the Super Bowl favorite. And that's what I think will make this playoff very special. I think this one could be one of the all-time great playoff seasons that we'll ever have. Hopefully. I'm hoping. Right now, we've been treated to some good games. Let's see here. Let's see, what am I missing? Well, love watching with you. Appreciate you, man. Hey, appreciate you, Snow. Forgot Pittsburgh where you're locked in. I don't know, actually. I think I have heard of that as well. So why are the odds so wide? Are you talking about 5.5? I mean, it's 5.5. That's a touchdown game. Sorry for being bad. It's okay, Steve. It happens. Just again, try to limit spoilers, and that was pretty much it. There's really no problem. And Schultz commercials are gross. Oh yeah, I guess so. All right, 1st and 10 for Philadelphia. Again, they'll have it at the 32-yard line to begin this drive. Postseason at home under Sirianni. Sirianni also 5-0 at home as well, so he's never lost in front of his home crowd. 1st and 10 at the 32. As Hurts going to be under center, receiver left, receiver to the right. As Hurts hands it off to Barkley up the middle, and Barkley is not going to get anything. He's gobbled up at the 33-yard line for a gain of 1. You like the Steelers in the 2000s? Yep. Players on offense, defense. Yep. They were great. I believe it's Clemente Bridge. Denver plays next week. How's it going, Abraham? Good to see you, man. Alec pulling for the Eagles. Congrats on 6,000. I know, right? Pretty great stuff. 2nd and 9 at the 33 in the shotgun. Trips to the right. Tight end in tight. As Hurts takes a snap and hands it off to Barkley up the middle, spinning around, and is going to be brought down at the 35-yard line for a gain of 2. Barkley, again, a very explosive back. Just one of the better running backs again. last year with a great season, one of the best seasons you'll see in the modern era, of course. And you don't really see a bell cow running back, but a very impressive stuff. Definitely one of the best backs in the game. 3rd and 7 for Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. They need to get to the 42 for a brand set of downs. Trips to the right, one receiver to the left. As Hurts awaits the snap. Sends a man in motion. He takes snap, drops back, looking to his right. Hurts looking over the middle. He throws. It is caught at the 44, tackled immediately. He will have the first down. That is Cooper with the catch. So nice catch there. First down for Philadelphia. So 1st and 10 at the 44 in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. As Hurts awaits the snap once more. Lifts the leg. Takes the snap and play action. Looking over the middle. Looking to his left. Throws. It is caught at the 47 and he's tackled immediately. Going to be a little bit shy of the first down marker. Going to mark him down at the 48. That's a gain of 8 for A.J. Brown. Let's see here what we got in the chat. 68 Eagles, 32 San Fran. Oh, wow. Yeah, it is interesting. It's hard to find a team after a legendary team like Bradshaw. Steelers find something someday to compete with this story. Well, I mean, again, the Steelers in the 2000s were really solid. Again, they win that Super Bowl. I mean, that's 3. That would be 3 rings for those 2000 Steelers. Would be that'd be pretty good. 2nd and 2. Hurts. Play action. Drops back. He's looking. He heaves it down the left side of the field. That is way overthrown. Incomplete. There were a couple of 49ers there overthrowing his intended target by a lot. Dallas Goedert, the man going deep there. 3rd and 2 coming up for Philly. Roberto Clemente Bridge. I think I can listen to you while you're covering up that ditch. Got to do something. There we go. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man, though, for tuning in. Yeah, again, feel free to come back tomorrow. Steelers, Texans. Steelers lose tomorrow. You'll be able to hear me crash out. 3rd and 2. They need to get to the 46 as he hands it off up the middle. Barkley! Oh, he doesn't go anywhere. It's the 49er defense getting in the backfield. That is no gain on the play, as it'll bring up 4th and 2. We'll see what they decide to do. Again, we've been seeing a bunch of just aggressiveness by these coaches. So 4th and 2. Philadelphia is going to at least line up. That's usually what we see. Again, whether they snap it or not, that remains to be seen. They're actually 0 for 7 on 4th down conversions in their last 9 games. First 8 games, they were 11 for 14. They need to get to the 46. Hurts takes the snap, drops back, looking to his left, throws. It is almost intercepted, incomplete. And the 49er defense rises to the occasion and will kick the Eagles offense off the field. That was a gutsy call at midfield. And the 49ers defense making a play. 1:29 left to go here in the first quarter. 7-6 is your score. 49ers leading, and we'll have the ball whenever we do come back. Free agency has changed the game in the 80s. Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Let's see here. Texans defense were pretty good. Pretty solid. Who would the winner of this game play? So it just depends. Again, the 49ers, if they win, they will head on to Seattle. And that would mean Chicago would host the Rams. If the Eagles win, they will go to Chicago. And Los Angeles, they will go to Seattle. So, yeah, this game will decide pretty much the NFC playoff picture next week. Stupid call, yeah. Empty on 4th and 2. Definitely, made it clear that they were going to throw, unless, of course, it was a quarterback draw or something like that. But definitely interesting. Blame the decision. The play call was terrible. Yeah. No. Again, I'm a big fan. Again, I'm not really. I think you punt it personally, but yeah, if you go for it, you got to have a running back in the backfield. You at least got to make the defense think about it, right? I totally get what you're coming from. I think just showing a back makes the world a difference. It really does. That could be the difference in the game. I don't know about that. Too early for that. Too early for that, but yeah, I mean, you know, again, instead of punting it away, possibly pinning him inside the 10, now you give the 49ers the ball around midfield. Bills go where again? We don't know. Bills the Super Bowl? No, not yet. They got to play a few games. Got to play a few games again. That will be decided by Monday. We'll have a good idea of where they possibly could go again after tonight. But anyway, 1st and 10 for San Francisco. So we're working our way back to Philadelphia. Again, only a minute 29 left to go in the first quarter. 49ers leading 7-6 and with the ball at their own 48. Eagles won a round 2. Yeah, I bet they do. So they're still in the huddle. I figure they would have broke the huddle by now. Geez, yards today. Second play of the game. 49ers had 61 on that huge play. The 8 other plays, only 22. Interesting. 1st and 10 for Purdy and the 49ers sending McCaffrey in motion as Purdy takes the snap and hands it off to McCaffrey up the middle, trying to bounce it outside, cutting inside, and only going to get a yard out of that. As looks like the Eagles players helping out McCaffrey. A lot of respect given to McCaffrey. 49ers offense since 2019, yards per play first. Points per game, 4th. Eagles defense since 2024. They've ranked 2nd in all categories. But Kyle Shanahan has struggled against a Vic Fangio defense in his career. He's only 1 for 4 against him. Purdy drops back, looking to his left, throws. It is in and out of the hands of the receiver. Incomplete. Pass intended for Juwan Jennings as Cooper DeJean with the coverage and giving him a thumbs down. Thank you for the information. Yeah, thank Trisk. Trisk had that. Trisk had that information. Bills, Broncos. Very likely, but we'll see. NFL bans push fact or fiction. I would say fact. I think they'll get the votes this year. I think it will be banned for sure. 3rd and 9. They need to get to the 42 for a brand new set of downs. Purdy in the gun, drops back, looking over the middle. Purdy steps up. Moving to his left is Purdy. Keeping his eyes downfield's going to run out of bounds at the 50-yard line. Only a gain of 1. They'll give him 2. And that is going to be a 4th down, and they will most likely have to punt. A pretty disappointing drive. Again, taking over around midfield. Who's your pick? Who's my pick for today? I did pick the 49ers to win, but you know, I've been wrong already. I'm 2-1. I was wrong on the Packers-Bears game. As my voice is self-destructing before your very ears. Hold on a sec. There is the punt. And then it's going to be bouncing at the 5, rolls at the 4, down at the 6. And that is where the Eagles will take over with 8 seconds left to go. And again, I will make it, folks. I promise. I've done this plenty of times, but for some reason yesterday really took a lot out of me. McCaffrey is a respected player, yes. You want the Eagles to win this game? Gotcha. Appreciate you, Tammy, again. Appreciate the kind words. Think we will be in the AFC Championship. We'll see. You go to Super Bowl. I don't have to watch Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes. I know, right? I know. It'll be a nice change of pace. Yeah, that is very nice. That is very nice. Nice change of pace. So, yeah. Anyway, 1st and 10 for Philadelphia. They have it at their own 6. Of course, again, this will probably be the last play of the first quarter here. Hurts in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. That's Purdy. Hurts. Hurts takes the snap, drops back, looking over the middle. He throws to his left. It's caught at the 15, steps out of bounds at the 13. I'm sure they'll give him the forward progress. They will not. Actually, they won't. Interesting. They're going to give him a gain of 7, and that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. 49ers leading 7-6 over Philadelphia. Philadelphia with the ball whenever we do come back. Bears very fortunate. Yeah, no, again, the Packers self-destructed for sure. Bears the only one you got so far. Wow, so we've been pretty much the opposite. Interesting. So you got the Eagles, I guess, if I had to guess, based on how it's going. Purdy disappointing. Purdy, yeah. Again, a huge throw was very nice to Robinson. But outside of that, the 49ers have been it's been rough. You don't care if the Jets win the Super Bowl better than KC or the Patriots? The Patriots, this guy, the Patriots. P-A-Y, Patriots. But let's see here. We got some Eagles support. Again, if you are a member, feel free to use your emojis. Let me know who you're pulling for. Shout out Gabe. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in, and happy birthday, Gabe. I think I just realized what you're saying. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and take care of that now. I thought you were sincere, but no, that's we can't do that. Can't do that. Okay, were you surprised by the head coach's getting fired? Not really. Let's see here. Packers game, I will not be here the rest of the year because if you can't tell, it was so scripted. Yeah, it's tough. Again, I understand it. Gossip. I totally understand it. That was definitely a rough one. Again, the Packers that was just rough. That was a rough one. Vince McMahon, which is this guy. Again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure again to like and subscribe. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, I tried to do the best impersonation of like a traditional radio broadcast. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Hopefully you do like it. But again, we crossed 6,000 subscribers today, so thank you again for your support. If everyone were to subscribe right now, we would hit 6,100 subscribers. It would be pretty cool to do that. But yeah, thank you again for tuning in. Hopefully, again, you enjoy the play-by-play. Hopefully you enjoy that. So, all right, 2nd and 3 coming up for Philadelphia. Hurts going to be in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. As Hurts looking around, looking at the defense. And he will take the snap and hands it off up the middle to Barkley. Barkley's got the first down as he's brought down at the 20-yard line. Nice run there. Gain of about 7. That is a Philadelphia Eagles first down. Sick in bed with the flu. Hopefully you get better, JK. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you guys. Had to pick up my nephew. How's it going, man? How's it going? 1st and 10 at the 20 in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Hurts looking around as Hurts lifts the leg. Taking a lot of time here. Takes the snap, drops back, looking to his left, throws over the middle. It's caught at the 25. Smith is going to be brought down at the 29, about a yard short of a first down, but a nice first down play. Gets some 9, 2nd and 1 coming up. Yeah, apparently I make you feel better. Yeah. 2nd and 1 as Hurts in the gun. He hands it off to Barkley. Barkley's got the first down as he's tripped up at the 34 for a gain of 5. That is another Philadelphia Eagles first down. Again, a very nice start. Again, the Eagles have looked like the more consistent team. Again, they find themselves down, but their offense has been able to move at a decent pace. Again, the 49ers only had that one big play as Hurts going to be in the shotgun. 2 receivers to each side. Now he's going to change up something. And Hurts going to be switching up the play. They only have a few seconds left. They got to snap it. At 3 seconds, Hurts takes the snap and drops back looking to his right. Now over the middle. Throws to his left. Way out of bounds. Incomplete. Yeah, there was a lot of mess there. They were trying to get everybody set, changing up the play. That was interesting. So, again, just oversailed the receiver there. 2nd and 10 there. Kevin Patullo, the offensive coordinator. I know he's been in the news a lot lately. A lot of people calling for his job. Still bummed about the Panthers' loss. Yeah, I bet so. Used to be a Chicago sports fan. Tuning in from Reading. Hey, it's my birthplace, Reading, Pennsylvania. Appreciate you, Vince, for tuning in. 2nd and 10 at the 34 in the shotgun. 2 receivers left and 1 to the right. As Hurts takes the snap, drops back, looking to his left, swings it out. It's caught by Smith. Smith, oh, he's whacked at the 34-yard line. Huge tackle there by the defender, trying to get the name. That was Brown on the tackle. That was very much a huge blow. Again, Smith was lined up as a running back. Throw was just a little bit high and behind. Yeah, no, if it throws it in on the run, Smith probably makes the guy miss or at least gets a few extra yards there. But no, high and behind and to leave his feet. 3rd and 10, need to get to the 44 for a brand new set of downs in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Sending Smith in motion as Hurts drops back and will hold on to the ball because there's a flag. Probably going to be a false start. Let's see here. What's your favorite word to say or phrase to say when someone delivers a big hit? Probably whacked. I like whacked. He is whacked. I don't know. That is a pretty good one, though. I like whacked. Welcome to the Eliminated Couch Club from a Bucks fan, this guy. Again, I'm sorry about the bots. Got to try to... Usually it's just me here. All right, 3rd and 15. Again, they need to get to the 44 for a brand new set of downs. As Hurts takes the snap, drops back, looking to his right. Throws it over the middle. It is caught at the 43. Smith is trying to extend. He's going to be pushed backwards. We'll see where the referee marks. They're going to mark him about a half yard short. Oh, man, this is going to be close. So, yeah, it's 4th and inches. Yeah, 4th and a half a yard. We'll see what they decide to do. Oh, my goodness. First time watching. Let's go San Francisco. Appreciate you, Mike, for tuning in. 4th and 1, and they might be doing the tush push. Hurts takes the snap, and he's got the first down. There's the tush push. And that is a Philadelphia Eagles first down. Just a simple 2 or 3 yard run as Robert Saleh looks on, and nothing you can do. Again, that is as unbeatable of a play as there is. 1st and 10 at the 46. Hurts in the pistol. And now all of a sudden there's a whistle. And there's a timeout, San Francisco. So that's their first timeout. 11 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Again, San Francisco leading 7-6. Don't know if we'll cut to commercial or not. First flag of the day, really. Let's see here. Taylor Swift was born in Reading. Probably the same hospital. Kind of leaves a blank space in your heart. This guy. Yeah, I mean, it's actually very likely that we were born in the same hospital. To subscriber-only mode, that just feels kind of wrong. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. Don't want to alienate. Again, would I like everyone to subscribe? Obviously, right? I mean, it is free, by the way, folks, if you're wondering. It is free. Again, think of it more as a follow button. However, yeah, I don't want to force people to subscribe just to chat. I feel like that's kind of wrong. You know? But yeah, I totally agree. I wouldn't want to do that. That has been recommended to me by others, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm good. 1st and 10 at the 46. Hurts under center. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. As Hurts takes the snap and tosses down the right side. As Barkley cutting inside the 45 and bottled up at the 50-yard line for a gain of 4. Again, Barkley has been pretty solid on the ground. 64 yards on 12 carries. Looks like the blue tent fell over on the 49ers sideline. That is just a disaster. Again, it is windy. I mentioned earlier, 25 mile per hour winds. The uprights, they are moving. Oh, my goodness. They're moving all over the place. 26 mile per hour winds. Geez, 2nd and 6 at midfield. Hurts in the gun, sending Smith in motion from left to right. As Hurts Play action, swings it out. It's caught by Barkley. He's at the 45, hesitates at the 50, 45, 40, 35, and tripped up at the 31. Barkley. Oh, his acceleration was incredible. Just out of nowhere, jets forward, and no one could touch him for plenty of yards. Give him 20, as that is a Philadelphia Eagles first down. They keep the tush push, needs a new name. Well, I mean, other people got upset when I say tush push. What do they want to say? I don't know, the brotherly shove. There's the bush push. Hands it off up the middle, crossing the 30, and is going to be brought down at the 26. I believe that was Bigsby. Yeah, Tank Bigsby, the spell back there for Barkley. He's done a pretty good job. As the nice change of pace there, giving Barkley a rest. Two days of Green NFL games. Yep. The Steel City shove. Yeah, there we go. Thanks for calling games. Appreciate you, man. Hey, that's what I do, Yoda. 2nd and 6 as they're at the 26. Hurts is under center, trips left, one receiver to the right. As Hurts takes the snap and hands it off up the middle. Bigsby at the 25, the 20, plowing over defenders and brought down at the 16. That is another Philadelphia Eagles first down. Raiders have been bad for a while. They have been pretty bad. Logically pulling for the Niners, for the Eagles are driving. 1st and 10 at the 17. Hurts in the gun. He will hand it off down the left side. Bigsby again at the 15. The 10, still on his feet, diving back to the 10 as he was knocked back a little bit. Nice run there on 1st down, making it 2nd and manageable. 2nd and 3 coming up as Barkley will come back in. Bigsby again. Solid back as well. As we're approaching 8 minutes, by the way, here in the second quarter. 49ers leading 7-6. Eagles are driving. They're at the 10. 2nd and 3 as Hurts is going to be under center. Barkley in the backfield. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Pardon me. Always burping here. Hurts hands it off to Barkley down the right side. Trying to cut in, trying to spin around, and cannot find anything except the 49ers, who found him first. That's a loss of 2. Yeah, they're going to mark it. Yeah, loss of 2. They're 3rd and 5 coming up for Philly. Again, we're under 7:30 and counting here, so already halfway through the second quarter. 7-6 again is your score. Eagles looking to take the lead, whether that's a field goal or a touchdown. That'll be enough to give themselves the early advantage. Hurts in the gun, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Make it 2 to the right. As Hurts takes the snap and hands it off up the middle, and he crosses the 10, brought down at the 9. That was interesting there. Pretty conservative play calling. 4th and 2 at the 9. I don't know what they'll do. We're at 6:45 and counting. Hurts for the moment is going to stay on the field along with the rest of the offense. Elliott looking around. Niners can't stop the run. If you're the Eagles, you would run it every play until they can stop it. That's fair. They kind of stopped it there. You wish the Raiders would stay in Oakland. Me too. Me too. 4th and 2. They need to get to the 7 for a brand new set of downs. Hurts in the gun, sending a man in motion. Hurts takes the snap and keeps it. Looking to his right, throws, caught at the 2. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And the Eagles have taken the lead, but there's a flag. Hold the phone. The Eagles are not happy. An eligible player downfield. There is a flag. That's going to nullify the Eagles. That'll push them back. Wow. So that is taken away. And we'll see what. See the center going down the field. Oh, yeah. Oh, you had a bunch of players. Wait a second. Wait, they just picked up the flag. They just picked up the flag. Touchdown, Philly. What the heck just happened? Oh, my goodness. What in the world just happened? They picked up the flag. So they had touchdown. They said illegal man downfield. Wow. I mean, he was 3 or 4 yards down the field. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. Well, that's interesting. 13-7. Wow, that is interesting there. I'd like to know the explanation why they picked it up. Why do they pick it up? I don't understand that. That is interesting. 13-7. Oh, my goodness. That's pretty crazy. Zebra loves flags. They do. Do you think the Niners have a better offense? Yeah, but they're not showing it. We're to say when someone delivers a big hit, again, just whacked, I think is good. Eagles would get that lucky. I don't know. The check came through. I guess so. What's your favorite word to say when somebody... Yeah, again, I don't know. Somebody knew down the flag was not part of the script. I guess so. You don't do spoilers. Yeah, I don't think so. Again, I said touchdown earlier. But then again, there was the flag. That was interesting. That was pretty interesting. I don't know. I don't know when the world just happened with that. That was, again, touchdown, ineligible man downfield. They took away the score, and then they took away the flag. But they showed the replay, and they had a couple of linemen that were clearly past a yard down the field. I mean, that was pretty atrocious. And yet they picked up the flag. So the score stands. That's interesting. I'd like to know an explanation whenever we do come back from that. That is very interesting. So like 5 math and history assignments, he might be a procrastinator. Oh, wow. Yeah, that is a lot. That is a lot. Man, that was crazy. I don't know. What if you guys are watching the game, what did you see? What did you see on that if you're watching the game? I mean, to me, it looked like, yeah, the linemen, they had a couple of linemen that were down the field, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just, I don't know. I don't know. That was pretty crazy. Touchdown with the flag is what you said. Yep. So we're on our way back to Philly again. We're just, I don't know. I'm going to see if they got an explanation. 13-7. Let's see. All right. So what do we got? What does Dean Blandino say? If there's a forward pass, you can't move more than a yard. Jurgens was downfield. You can drive that defender, really. So you can move down the field as long as you're blocking. I don't know. I feel like that was just added in because I've never heard of that before. So essentially there is. You can be down the field as long as you're blocking, which is what they do all the time, by the way. That is interesting. So I think they just kind of made up that rule. Anyway, there is the kickoff, and the 49ers will have it inside the 5. He's at the 5, the 10, 15. He's at the 20, and is brought down at the 22-yard line. The 49ers now going to be down for the first time this game. They got to get something going because their offense has been pretty bad. The Eagles' defense has shut them down. Again, other than that one big play, which was 60-plus yards, the 49ers' offense has been shut down. Only 5 minutes of time in possession, 18 minutes for Philadelphia. Vegas called, yeah. If you're that close, how far can you be down the field? I don't know. It just happened. 1st and 10 at the 23. In the shotgun is Purdy. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. As Purdy drops back looking to his right, he throws. It's caught across the 25. Kittle is going to be pushed out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Kittle is still down, a little slow to get up. Again, he missed last week's game as well, so he's battling injuries. That doesn't sound right. Yeah, I know it doesn't. Cue the Fox injury music as Kittle is down. And they will step away for yet another break. Hopefully he's okay. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Yes, some controversy in Philly. NFL just makes up rules. Yep. Yeah, that was interesting. Niners forfeit. I don't know about that. Mike pulling for the Niners. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. Feel free to get involved with the discussion. I do enjoy talking to you guys. You guys are awesome. And, of course, let me know who you think's going to win. 64% of you guys with the 49ers. 36% of you guys with the Eagles. So, yeah, very shocking there. Let's see here. Hold on, I'm looking at. Okay, but anywho, yeah, no, thank you guys again for tuning in. But yeah, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure again to like and subscribe. Helps out the channel a lot. Again, we crossed 6,000 subscribers on the last live stream, which again was that Bills and Jaguars game. So again, if you do like what you're listening to now, make sure again to subscribe. And we could cross 6,100 subscribers. Again, we just move the milestone more and more. We cross it, then we push it again. All right, we need to cross this one. You need to cross that one. Congrats on 680. Appreciate you, man. Yep, go Pats. We'll be covering that one again in about 3 hours. 3 hours. I guess it starts at 8 Eastern. I think they are starting at... No, it's at 7:15. Okay. But yep, we'll be doing that one as well right after this one. Romo's announcing was atrocious. Yeah, it was not good. That was pretty bad. Romo... I don't know. He's definitely went downhill since his debut. He was really great whenever he first came on the scene, but yeah, now it's not good. He has seen better days. Man. Yeah, hopefully Kitto's okay again. He was shaken up at the end of the play. That's where again he's missed some time this year. So, and of course, he missed the last game. He's being carted off the field. That is not a good sign. 7-time Pro Bowl selection. So we get to see what happened here at the slow it down. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get to see it. 2nd and 4 at the 29 in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Sending a man in motion. Makes it trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Tight end in tight. Sending McCaffrey in motion. Purdy drops back, looking over the middle. Purdy throws. It is caught at the 45. He's at the 50, 45, 40. Jennings at the 30. And it's going to be ripped out of bounds at the 26. Huge play. And that is a San Francisco 49er first down. Seems like the only way they can move the ball is the big plays, and that will definitely work. Oh, man, just a missed pursuit angle there by Blankenship. Or is that Cooper? Yeah, it was Blankenship. 1st and 10 for the 49ers. They're at the 26 of Philadelphia. Purdy in the gun, sending Juice Check in motion. As Purdy drops back, looking to his left, throws. It's caught by McCaffrey. McCaffrey at the 25, dancing around. He's at the 20, and he's tackled right there for a gain of 6. Jeez, I apologize, guys. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to power through. We will power through, but man, might be a little rough. I'm going to sound like Al Michaels at the end of this one. 2nd and 4 coming up for San Francisco. Again, we're at 4:30 and counting here in the first half. These dang bots. Again, I'm trying to get them out of here. Purdy under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right. As Purdy sends a man in motion, Purdy tosses. This is McCaffrey. McCaffrey at the 20 and tackled at the 18 for a gain of 2. So 3rd and 2 coming up for San Francisco. Again, they've missed their starters. The week 1 starters have missed 74 games in the NFL. That is the 3rd most. Again, these guys just beat up they just beat up almost every year. Woody the Woodpecker. I actually don't know who that is. But yeah, the voice is going out. I do apologize. 3rd and 1. Purdy under center as he hands it off. McCaffrey stumbling. Oh, and he's brought down in the backfield. That is a loss on the play. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this will be very interesting here. 4th and 2. Again, if you are a 49er fan, you got to be really concerned. This offense. Oh, he tripped on Purdy. Purdy and McCaffrey tripping each other. Roll Eagles. Anthony, appreciate you, man, for tuning in. 4th and 2. Purdy. Under center. They need to get to the 16 for a brand new set of downs. Purdy, again, is going to not do anything because there's a timeout. San Francisco with 2:54 left to go in the first half. This Kittle done, I don't know, he was carted off the field, so it's not looking good. He was rushed to the locker room. So, yeah, not looking ideal. 4th and 2, yep. 7 fourth quarter comebacks. That ain't clutch. I don't know what is. This guy. You guys. Yin Yang and Goku going at it about Caleb Williams. I'm sure that'll always happen for years to come. 4th and 2. Purdy's lined up. They're on the field. Oh, now they're going to take out Purdy. They're going to rush on the field goal units. So they're going to go in and try to take the points here. Again, it is windy, so this is not a gimme. Pernera's only missed 1 kick all year. This would be a 36-yard attempt from the right hash. The snap to hold the kick. It is up. It is good. 13-10 is your score. Philadelphia leading over San Francisco with 2:50 left to go in the first half. Kittle, again, he is... Oh, that's not good. I don't think he's coming back. He was hopping. Oh, that's not good. He was hopping on one leg. Take the points, yep. Niners getting hurt, yep. That's been their story. That's been their story, I guess, for a while now. What's up with the scoreboard? Again, I'm a little behind, Judy. There's nothing I can do about it. The scoreboard, I don't control the scoreboard, and again, I'm just calling games when I'm behind. So I'm just a little behind. There's nothing I can do. For how beat up San Francisco is, it's a closer game than I thought. Yeah. I mean, looking at the stats here again, I think the key here, time possession. 18 minutes of time possession for Philadelphia. Only 9 for San Francisco. Total yards, of course, with Philly. First downs with Philly. Of course, again, that'll help time possession, keep moving the chains. But yeah, and of course, San Francisco 0 for 3 on 3rd down. That is not ideal. Not ideal at all. Live odds, Philadelphia favored by 7.5 right now. And yeah, based on how it's going, I could see that. Really could. Again, just not ideal. They're not holding onto the ball long. Again, they've only been able to move the ball whenever they've had the big play. If you're ACL, yeah. Let's see here. So much I love Drake May. This guy. Been admiring what Caleb has been able to do in this Ben Johnson system. I mean, he's okay. Again, I mean, I don't know if he's that great. I mean, again, he only completed 58% of his passes. He didn't even get 4,000 yards in a 17-game season. I would much rather have Drake May than Caleb Williams, for sure. 100%. Drake May is, in year 2, it's better than Caleb Williams in year 2. Yeah, I know. The scoreboard's ahead. Again, the scoreboard's going to be ahead of me. I don't control the scoreboard. 49ers practice next to harmful electrical transformers. I know. I saw that. That's crazy, isn't it? I saw that. That is interesting. That is something interesting to look at, that they are practicing. I actually saw that. Was a post, I think, this week. I saw. I'm like, what the heck? Well, that might be it. There is the kickoff, fielded to the end zone, and he will take a knee. So they will have it at the 35. Again, not ideal. I don't know why you would do that, but that's what kickers do for some reason. Your Paramount Plus was minutes behind you last game. Yep. It's so weird. Eagles are 80% to win in the 3-point game. This guy, this Vegas, gotcha. Doc spitting facts. I try. Practice field needs to be relocated. It does. It does. 1st and 10 for Philadelphia. As Hurts is going to be under center. Receiver left, receiver to the right. Sending a man in motion. As Hurts, awaiting, takes the snap, hands it off. He's at the 30-35. Barkley plowing over a defender and tackled at the 41-yard line for a gain of 6. Nice run there by Barkley. Again, having a great day. Already at 70 yards for him. As, that's pretty much how they will have successes by Barkley. Again, just a lot of run. Again, short throws, keeping the clock moving. And, of course, again, they already have over 18 minutes of time possession. They could end the half with 20 here if they hold on to it the rest of the way. Hurts under center once again. Receiver left, tight ends in tight as Hurts. Play action, drops back. He's looking. Hurts heaves it down the field. It is incomplete. Pass intended for A.J. Brown. And Brown's holding his leg. Slow to get up. He's on his knees. And now he's going to get up and just go off the field. Wow. So again, Brown just... Oh, man. It was kind of there. Brown had it. Just a little bit off. Just a tad bit off. Williams usually average or worse for 3 quarters and fantastic last 15 minutes. Yep, he is. That is pretty accurate. Need to get to the 45 for a brand new set of downs, and there's a flag. Hurts pointing towards San Francisco, but the referee saying no, that's on Philadelphia. That'll back him up 5. Dolphins won a playoff game. Brady was in college. Really? Man. That is rough. That was a real report about the transfers. Yeah, no, I know. I saw it. It's actually a thing. 3rd and 9. Need to get to the 45 for a brand new set of downs in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. I didn't see the report, but I saw the story, the headline. Hurts sending a man in motion. He takes snap, drops back, looking over the middle. Hurts heaves it down the right side. That is going to be dropped. Brown had it in his hands, and it falls incomplete. So Brown went off the field earlier, then comes back on to drop it. And the Eagles will have to punt. You need Barkley to get over 120? It probably does. Eagles defense had their Red Bulls today. Yeah. Dolphins went through a few coaches. Yeah. No, Dolphins have been rough. It's been a rough stretch for them. Again, Philadelphia will punt. This will take us to the 2-minute warning. There's the snap, and here is the punt. That is booted away. And it's going to be bouncing, and it's going to be fielded at the 20 and tackled at the 23-yard line. That was Sky Moore on the return, a return of 3 yards. 2-minute warning as, again, Philadelphia leading 13-10. A.J. Brown was getting into Sirianni's face earlier. What the heck? There's always something going on the Philadelphia sideline, I swear, every single time. That is insane. AJ and DK, big babies, maybe. Refs going for the 49ers? I wouldn't say that. Practice field is also no native. There's Native American burial site? That's crazy. Ever wonder why all the NFL players use wired headphones instead of Apple AirPods or wireless? That right there answers your question. The Bluetooth, yeah. Interesting stuff. Interesting. I've heard that Bluetooth might actually be bad for us for sure. And I do have Bluetooth on, and I need to turn it off. I'm not even using it. I always leave it on. Interessante. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. Again, we're just kind of hanging out here until this commercial break ends. Again, 13-10, Eagles leading over the 49ers. Eagles have had the ball pretty much the entire game. 49ers really have only had 2 big plays. And yet it's still a 3-point game. So, again, anything could happen. I do apologize. Energy is going to be a little bit down here. I am pretty tired, but I am trying to power through again, trying to save the energy for tonight as well. Trying to do 3 streams again. I've been able to do 3 streams forever, but I think over time it does kind of wear you out. So, like I said, after football season, or even after this, really after this Monday, going to probably take a little bit of time to relax. But I'll try to get some streams out during the week. Maybe a stream or 2. We'll see. Not too sure. AJ's a hothead, always been. AJ is worse than Steve Kerr. Oh, geez. Very passionate about their teams. Yep, we are. Again, thank you, Tammy. Appreciate it. How's it going, Xbox? How's it going, man? What did you miss? There was some yelling or just some stuff there by Sirianni and Brown. Sirianni actually went up. Oh, wow. Sirianni went up to Brown. Oh, I didn't see that part. That's interesting. Well, again, Sirianni letting him know, hey, it hit you in the hands. You got to make the catch. I mean, you can't be. I mean, yeah, you have the ball in your hands. I mean, you can't be mad with the guy trying to hold his players accountable. 1st and 10 to 23 as Purdy hands it off up the middle at the 25, spun around and tackled at the 27-yard line. Of course, Sirianni's always, talked about in the media. Like everyone it seems like everyone wants Sirianni gone, everyone. But, I don't know. I mean, that doesn't really bother me. Again, you have a ball that's placed pretty well into his hands and he drops it. Yeah, you're going to tear him a new one. I would. 2nd and 6, Purdy under center, receiver to the right, 2 receivers to the left. As Purdy drops back, he steps up. Purdy trying to escape. Purdy will not escape as he is sacked at the 21-yard line. And it looks like Philadelphia will take their first timeout with 1:12 remaining. Great comfy Sunday up here in Canada, but wow. Minus 20 degrees Celsius. Oh, my gosh. That is crazy. You're discussing politics. Yeah, they're just decided to discuss their differences of opinion there after the drop. I'm sure that is the appropriate time to do that. So 3rd and 11 for San Francisco. Again, Philadelphia taking the timeout, trying to get the ball back. So, again, only 1:12 left to go in the first half. Philadelphia leading 13-10. As, again, Philadelphia has essentially had, it really feels like they've had the ball the entire time. San Francisco just hasn't been able to do anything on offense outside of 2 big plays. 3rd and 11, they need to get to the 33 for a Brandy set of downs. Purdy in the gun. He takes snap, drops back, looking to his left. Purdy throws it down the left side. It's caught at the 35, and Robinson steps out at the 37-yard line. That is a San Francisco 49er first down. There is a flag, but I think it's going to be against the Eagles. It is. Offsides on the Eagles. It's declined. First down, San Francisco. Here in Florida, I don't have to worry about winter, just brutal summers. Matt Stefanski holding his receivers accountable. Receivers were not good this year for Cleveland. Yep, that is true. That is true. Fangio can't believe it there as they show a picture of him. 1st and 10 at the 37 as Purdy under center, sending a man in motion. As Purdy, play action, drops back, he steps up. Purdy moving to his right, throws. It is incomplete. Oh, and McCaffrey doing an out and up, and Purdy was looking just for the out. 2nd and 10 coming up for San Francisco. Lemon Halls. Yeah, I need to probably get some cough drops after this. Yeah, no problem. Again, Eagles again leading 13-10. Just Eagles seemingly have dominated this game, but again, the 49ers only down by 3. Purdy in the shotgun, 2 receivers to each side as he trying to get the alignment ready. They're not going to be able to get this again. Purdy going to have to take his last time out as they weren't lined up correctly. So that is a tough one there. Tough one there. So timeout San Francisco, 1:02 left to go. Thanks for the update. Florida Hurricanes. Are you just talking about the actual Hurricanes there? Or? Because I don't think there's a Florida Hurricanes, is there? I know there's a Carolina Hurricanes like in hockey. And Jennings was pretty upset. He was yelling. Oh, my gosh. Jennings was yelling at Bourne. 2nd and 10 at the 37, sending Jennings in motion. Purdy in the gun, drops back, looking over the middle. He steps up, throws. It is caught. Oh, it's dropped. He had it in his hands and couldn't survive it to the ground. Incomplete. And that'll be 3rd and 10. Everyone's yelling at each other. Coaches at players, players at players. Oh, my goodness. Purdy throwing it. Pretty good throw. Turner just couldn't hold on to it. 3rd and 10 for San Francisco. Again, Philadelphia got 2 timeouts, so if they get the ball back, I mean, they will easily be able to make or do something with it, you'd think. They'll have a good shot at doing something with it. 3rd and 10, they need to get to the 47. Purdy drops back. He's looking over the middle. Purdy steps up. Pump fakes. Throws. It's caught by Tungus at the 50 and brought down at the 49-yard line. That is a San Francisco 49er first down. 44 seconds and counting. 44 seconds and counting. Purdy in the gun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. As Purdy drops back, looking to his left, he throws over the middle. It's caught at the 45, and McCaffrey is touchdown at the 44 for a gain of 5. 27 seconds and counting. They got to hurry. Oh, my goodness. 20 seconds, 17 seconds and counting. 13 seconds. Purdy drops back, looking over the middle. Throws to his left, incomplete. Oh, that catch by that little catch and run by McCaffrey was a killer. That took so much time off the clock. Now you're only left with 8 seconds. That is very bad. That was very atrocious. Has anyone been in 120-degree weather yet? Miami Hurricanes, yep. See if San Francisco can hold on. I don't know. Horrible clock management. Yeah, they really messed that up. 3rd and 5. They're at the 44. Need to get to 39 for a Brandon set it downs, and the Eagles will take their second timeout. As is customary, got to talk it over. Always got to talk it over. Hey, play the sidelines. You only have 8 seconds left. Hot teas are good. Yeah, I don't know. I'm stubborn. Love your country with all your heart, but unfortunately, us Canadians basically ruin them once. Yeah, it's tough. Tough. I don't really, kind of focused on stuff here, but yeah. I've definitely heard some things about Canada for sure. It's hot for winter. Yeah, right now, I mean, it's 50 degrees. Earlier this morning, it was kind of cold in the 40s. So dream about your future again in Florida, yeah. Florida, yeah, that's the destination for many people. Purdy's going to take it himself. He's at the 40, cuts inside, trying to bounce it outside, and he fumbles it out of bounds with 1 second left. He does get the first down. Oh, my goodness, that could have been a disaster. Purdy was running backwards at one point. Oh, man, that is so close. Was his knee down in bounds? Wow, that is huge. 1 second left. I tell you what, that was a pretty neat play call. And they're going to review it. Yeah, no, I don't know if his knee was down in bounds. If his knee was down in bounds, this... Oh, my gosh, that is so close. Oh, my gosh, I can't see. All right, here's the slow-mo. This might be the best angle. His knee's not touching. I don't know. I don't know if his knee really touched. Man, this will be interesting. This is huge. You're in 118. Oh, wow. 99 today. No clouds at all. Geez, Oh, he fumbled the ball before going out of bounds. That's going to be the end of the half. Wow. All right. Well, I thought that was what it was anyway. Regardless, that is the end of the first half. Philadelphia 13, San Francisco 10. As San Francisco has played a pretty bad half of football, but again, fortunately for them, they are only down by 3. Horrible clock management. Yep, it was. It was pretty bad. Again, here are the team stats here at the half. Again, pretty much even on yards, 185 for San Francisco, 188 for Philadelphia. First downs, 11 for Philly, 7 for San Francisco. 2 penalties for Philly. Philly 3 for 7 on third down, 3 for 6 for San Francisco. And again, time possession, Philly at 19 minutes, San Francisco just under 11. So just not an ideal half. It really wasn't. Knee down in bounds. Kyle deserves a dumb decision. Yeah. I don't know. They just took off a lot of time on that little McCaffrey catch. That was just not good. That was like he caught it at 40 seconds and they snapped it at 18 seconds. What the heck was that? Have you booked a halftime show? I need a halftime show. But again, what I do for halftime, I just kind of hang out with you guys. So feel free again to chat it down below. It turns into pretty much a Q&A. So feel free to leave comments. Again, if you do like what you're listening to, I'm sorry. I'm not at 100% right now. I really am not. But I'm trying. I'm trying to power through. But if you do like the style, make sure you're going to like and subscribe. Again, I'm trying to save as much energy as I can for tonight's game to do all 3 streams. It does take a lot out of you to talk for like 9 or 10 hours. And again, we did it yesterday. Been doing games all year. And I have done this. Again, I used to do 3 college games, 3 Sunday games. I don't know. I think it's just worn on me to do that for months. A lot of talking. But again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. And again, it just pretty much turns into a Q&A for halftime. My goodness. Kittle's the big news. Yeah, no, again, we'll see if he comes back. Need to go to the grocery store shopping for the Pats game, thinking of a steak or salmon for dinner. I gotcha. Sounds good. I would do steak, but again, I just don't like seafood. How's it going, Raider? Good to see you, man. You're the man. Appreciate you, man. Get better. I know. I need to get better. I know it's been a rough one. You going to play a game? No, not for this. If it was college, maybe, but not really. Probably not going to do that for college. Canada still uses the metric system. We need to go back to Imperial Standard. Love America. Wish could have moved to Florida. Gotcha. You have to work tomorrow. This is unfortunately, my only income now. Sadly. So glad you're streaming. Amazon Prime is just showing old replays. Used to be the Death TV, but changed my name. Death TV. Oh, okay, gotcha. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Skull, for tuning in. Gotcha. Death TV, gotcha. I recall that. Was it your Death Plays, right? Is that what it was? Death Plays. I know there's Death Plays. Workhorse on here. Yeah, it's a little bit. Again, I do college and NFL. But you gotta do it. You gotta do it to try to make the channel into something that you can do for a living. Again, we're still definitely a small channel, but hopefully again in a few years we're definitely Definitely a solid channel. Definitely big. Kittle ruled out. No way. Oh, man. Yeah, I had a feeling. He'd be... yeah, that it just did not look good again. He was hopping. He was on the cart, too. Go old school and have some ice cream for your throat. Yeah, I should. Get a Red Bull, it gives you wings. I don't know. I've never had an energy drink. I've never had a sip of alcohol. I don't know. I mean, there's some things I've just had, some things I won't. You remember? Yeah, no problem. I try to remember as many people as I can. So, again, that's another pitch to subscribe now and get involved now. If this channel does take off, and I believe it will, get involved and chat it up, because there might be a day where, and it's very sad. I don't want to try to not make this sound as mean as possible, but there might be a day where the new subscribers will just be a number. Whereas again, I do remember, Judy, Tammy, Xbox. I mean, you guys have been chatting. You guys chat. And of course, again, Tiffany, just scrolling again. Mustang, he's been in here. I can pick out names, and I remember you guys because I've interacted with you guys plenty of times. Raider, again. Definitely, he's been here for a while now. He comes from the Rising Rhino Network. Yin Yang, again, just Keith. Again, I've interacted with you guys, so you guys, I'll be able to pick you out. I'll know you guys. We have a connection. You guys were here. So, and I appreciate you guys. But yeah, in the future, unfortunately, if the chats do get bigger, there might be a time in the future where we have thousands of people in here. And, it's kind of sad, but I'm going to lose that personal connection that I've been able to kind of build with you guys. So that is kind of a downside of course, growing. But, that's just the reality of things that might happen. Might be happening. You are working tomorrow. Yeah, calling the game. I will be calling the game. Yep. Gargle some salt water. I need to. Again, in between this game and the next game, I hope I get an extended break and I can try to find something. I'll probably have to eat some more honey. Just, what I do, I did it before the game with the Jacksonville Bills game. I just grabbed the honey and, try to have as much honey as I could. It helps. Let's see. Kiddo has an Achilles. Yeah, that is tough. You claim your OG ticket now. Gotcha, man. Appreciate you, man. I will definitely, again, with the name, it's going to be tough to adjust, but I'll try to remember that. So so Death is gone. It's now Skull. I try to. 25K next year. It'd be nice. It would be pretty cool. Judy, Trisk, and others. Yep. You remember me, Clay? I do. I do remember you, Clay. Jaguars are done, so don't really care who wins, but I will say Bills need a Super Bowl win. I mean, they're 0-4. I try, Snow. I try. Thank you, man. Can't say I support the Pats loud in here. I mean, you can. I mean, yeah. Angel, don't recognize because for sure. No, I do recognize the name Angel. Let's see here. Even if we aren't Steeler fans. Yep. No, I mean, a lot of fans, a lot of people on the channel that are not Steeler fans of, again, this is not a Steeler channel. It's a football channel. It's a baseball channel. It's a sports channel. It's a Dr. DeLay channel, essentially. And I cover sports. That is what I do. And the most, that's what I'll be doing. Again, I'll be talking sports, covering games as much as I can. I do want to try to figure out other things I can do. But yeah. Honey works, yeah. No, honey does. It definitely helps. You can say you knew, yeah. You can say, hey, I knew that guy when he was only at, 100 subscribers. Some people can. Some people can say, oh, I know there's Michael. Michael, again, can say, yeah, no, I subbed to you when you were at 12 subs, So, yeah. Been here since 1K, yep. Pure honey is excellent. It's really good. Honey is great. Cat, yep. Cat's been here 300, exactly. 300 subs. Yeah, Cat, I know you're with JJ and all them. Yep. Steelers winning against the Texans. Hopefully, Rodolfo. Hopefully, man. As a 49ers fan. As a 49ers, yeah, I bet you are, man. That's tough. Honey, turmeric, garlic stuff, too. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Make sure to say hi when you're streaming so I can build a connection. Appreciate you, man. You're good. You're good, man. Yeah, I'm not trying to scare. I'm just saying, like, it's a possible reality that, in the future that, the subscribers will unfortunately become just a number. And it's sad, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it is one of the benefits of interacting with the smaller channels. It's like, hey, if that channel's big one day, he's going to be able to pick you out and remember you like, hey, And that's, I don't know, it's going to be pretty cool. The first round, yes, Abraham, I'll be doing the first round. You should be sure for the Pats game. Yes, there we go. I'll be here. You going to the Steelers game next year? We'll see. I don't know. Lions fan field. You can stream the Cubs games. I'll stream a little bit. I can tell you I'll stream them whenever they get to the, play the Pirates. Did have a little bit of a Cubs base with the playoffs. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But again, it's going to be a lot of Pirates. It's going to be some Brewers, Giants. Those will kind of be some backup teams. But again, I'll try to cover everybody again. I covered everyone at least once except for the A's and the Astros. I think those are the only two teams I wasn't able to get a game for last year. Might not be able to cover everybody. I'm going to try to cover as many as I can. But yeah, baseball season again. That'll be what I'm primarily doing in between football. Gross channels, the NFL makes it more expensive to watch a game. Yeah, I mean, sadly. I mean, that's just, yeah. AFC North Championship game today. Nice. Good stuff. Temps 20 degrees tomorrow night in Pittsburgh. Hopefully it helps. Hopefully it helps us. Jeez. 149ers. We'll see. We'll see, Annette. Hold on. Let me clear my throat. Well, let me clear my throat here. I hate it. I sound like a chain smoker. Jeez. All right, let's see what we got here. Go to the game, Pittsburgh game. Should meet up. Oh, yeah, for sure. No, I'll let you guys know. If I'm going out of town somewhere, maybe someone's around, hey, I'm going to, my wife and I are going to like a trip in, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if we're really traveling much this coming year, but if we do, I will be sure to let you guys know. I will let you guys know. And like, if there's someone in the area, we'll try to make it happen. It'd be pretty cool to meet some of you guys. Gotta go. Appreciate you, Angel, for tuning in, man. Should be interesting. The biased ESPN announcers calling the game. Yeah, I know, right? That'll be very interesting. Again, the ESPN has been freaking out lately with the, no SEC. So that was really interesting. And Herbstreit was absolutely unbearable. Let's see here. UFL starting. UFL, I think in March or April. Worst fan base? I mean, I don't know. For sure, first year watching the NFL was in 06. I think the year Steelers won. Steelers had the 05 season, 06 playoffs, yeah. Your voice sounds fine to me, no sign of stress. Well, it'll cut out randomly because, yeah. College football will be a wild. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, again, I was born in 96, so I started watching in about, I say, 01, 02. My earliest memory is 02. But looks like we are, again, working our way back here to Philadelphia, where, again, it is 13-10. And San Francisco will be kicking off to Philly as they will look to get it going. Again, they had the ball most of the time in the first half, but weren't really able to take advantage of it, but that will work with the Eagles' game plan. Again, they have a great defense, so they want to win with the defense and, of course, just keep the ball. There is the kickoff, and that is going to be fielded at the 1. He's at the 5, 10, 15, 20. He's at the 25 and stumbles forward to the 30-yard line, and that is where the Eagles will take over to start the second half. Meet and greet would be great in the future. Lions hat for the turkey. Gotcha. The touchdown turkey, yeah. Probably anything but the Steelers. He seemingly doesn't like the Steelers, but I did put that on there. There's nothing he can do about it, though. Football Nation has more bells and whistles. Dr. Lay is better. Appreciate it. I try. And again, as I get, the channel gets bigger, I have more money, which, again, right now, not the case. But hopefully by next year, we'll have a little bit more of an upgrade. He hands it off up the middle. Barkley stumbling forward across the 35, tackled around the 37-yard line for a gain of 7. But, yeah, that is the goal. Again, any revenue I get, 1, bills, and then 2, upgrade what I have, and maybe, of course, again, that'll lead to even more success in the future because, yeah, I definitely want to make this thing into something special and more of a better experience for you guys that are listening in. 2nd and 3 as he hands it off to Barkley. Barkley trying to find something, but the 49ers find him in the backfield for a loss of 1. So not ideal there for Barkley. Barkley, again, has had a good night running the ball. But 3rd and 4 coming up for the Eagles. Would you take a sponsor? Depends on the sponsor. Depends on the sponsor. Yes. Not opposed to it because it would help out, but it would just depend on the sponsor. 3rd and 3, need to get to the 44. Brandy's headed downs. Hurts in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. As Hurts takes the snap, drops back looking to his right. He swings it out. It's caught by Barkley. Oh, no, it's not caught by Barkley. The sure-handed Barkley couldn't make the catch in the flat. I thought for sure he'd hold on to it and get the first down. But no, the Eagles will have to punt as Smith is hobbling on the sideline. He might be shaken up. Oh, man. Well, that kind of came out of nowhere. Remember Cordell Stewart and the bus? Yep. Pardon me, as here is the snap and the punt. And that is a good punt. Fair caught at the 5. Oh, man. What a punt. And San Francisco will take over with 13:29 left to go in the 3rd quarter. They will step away. I, of course, will be right here. Sirianni? I don't know. Sirianni, I think he's fine. I don't know. Maybe, though, later. There was here. Thank you again. Thank you, guys. Remember the 70s Vikings, Fran Tarkington and the Bills. Man, yeah, 4 losses. We got a game. We do. We do. You were 10, but you remember a little. Gotcha. Yep. No, but of course, yeah, again, going back, I would take a sponsor for sure. It would just, again, depend on what it is and how it is. And, yeah, it's got to be beneficial to the channel for sure. I don't know. I don't think I'm big enough at this point, so I'd have to, again, continue to grow. And, yeah, we'll see how that goes. You switched your stance on the game. You want the Eagles to win. They play Chicago in a rematch. Gotcha. First hybrid quarterbacks. Yep. Sirianni is going to beat these guys down if they don't catch the ball. Yeah, well, apparently they will take offense to it. Again, that was pretty interesting to see that, Sirianni and Brown getting into it. Brown didn't take a didn't like it that he was getting yelled at. But again, just didn't work. Turmeric can also be used as tooth whitener if it can leave stains. Interesting. But not on teeth. Okay. Fran Tarkin would fit in today's game. He would. You can sponsor you and run your ads? I guess so. Need to call Dr. Faber and Kellogg's. Yeah, right. Would be pretty cool. I don't know if they're going to be interested in a small channel right now. I'd have to get a little bit bigger. Yeah, I guess so. Everyone has a price. Yeah, again, trying to, of course, keep it family friendly. Again, I'm not a gambler. Obviously, there's FanDuel and all that. So, I'd hate to say I would sacrifice my morals to do that. But, if it was life-changing money, like, oh, wow, I really don't have to stress anymore about bills, then, yes, I would probably take something short-term. But, Other than that, I don't foresee myself sponsoring with FanDuel or anything like that. Unless, again, it's life-changing. And then I get the wealth, and then it's like, okay, I don't need you anymore. Then we cut that off. But that'd be the only way I'd really sponsor with anything like that with sports gambling. 1st and 10 at the 5 as Purdy drops back looking. Pump fakes. Moving to his right is Purdy. Pump fake's going to run and runs out of bounds at the 10-yard line for a gain of 5. Purdy trying to find something down the field, but he found something with his legs. Going to give him 6 on that. So, again, 2nd and 4 coming up for Brock and the Niners. Again, I'll preach. Angel's still here. No, don't worry about that, Tammy. I can do the work. You don't have to work for me. I'll do the work. But I appreciate it, though. 2nd and 4 at the 11. Purdy under center, sending a man in motion as Purdy hands it off to McCaffrey up the middle, and he plows himself forward to the 13. The pile's still moving. Now it's moving backwards. And he's brought down again after a gain of 2. Some pushing and shoving after the pile has concluded. Jennings, no helmet. And again, there's a flag. Legal use of hands to the face. Defense. Oh, yeah, he ripped off his helmet. Well, that's why he doesn't have a helmet on. That would make sense. So 39 of the Eagles with a penalty there. So 1st down, San Francisco. Yeah, 500 of the Niners to win 16-50. Oh, wow. It'll be close. It'll be interesting there. This game, again, could go either way. All right, 1st and 10 for San Francisco. Again, they'll have it after the penalty. Purdy in the shotgun. Again, he has to direct traffic. Looks like some of these 49er players don't know where they're going. Sending McCaffrey in motion as Purdy awaits the snap, takes snap, and swings it out. It is dropped. And it's recovered by the Eagles. They're going to say incomplete. Yeah, I thought it was. Bond there recovering the loose ball. Again, I thought it was an incomplete pass. Yeah, it was. So that was backwards there. Again, not in a backwards, but again, behind the intended target for Farrell. So 2nd and 10 for San Francisco. Purdy in the offense, again, has struggled for the most part. They've had a few big plays, but outside of that, their offense has been non-existent. Purdy in the gun, lifts the leg, and will have to call a timeout. As unbelievable, 49ers just can't seem to get it together. They're late getting set. They're late getting the play in. Yeah, I mean, if you're a 49er fan, you just can't like what you're looking at. Take care. See you. We'll chat with you in the next game. We're all here. Yep. Appreciate you guys. We'd like to see McCaffrey get a touchdown. We'll see. I don't know if they'll be able to move the ball. They just can't. McCaffrey, 9 carries, 16 yards. Yeah, it's been a rough going. Used to work at Heinz 57 AM radio station. Made more money wearing the mascot costume than I was on air. Yeah. The sports people, radio broadcast, they don't really get paid a lot. Yeah. I mean, some people do it for free. That's just the reality of the situation. And of course, for a radio station, all that, if the salespeople are making money, then the station's doing good. But if you have a pretty terrible sales department or, representative, then yeah, you guys will struggle for sure. 49ers will still pull this off. Have faith. Well, I mean, again, I'm a neutral party, but yeah, they just don't look good. Burning a timeout this early, yeah. 49ers will win if they were crisp. It's only a 3-point game. It is. It's only a 3-point game. There's time. Yeah, again, there's plenty of time. It's just really shocking to see that the 49ers have just looked bad. They've just looked up. They've just looked really bad. I don't really know how else to explain it. No, it might seem like I'm hating. I'm not. Again, I don't have any, party here. Nothing benefits me with either team winning or losing. But it's really shocking. A lot of 49. I'm assuming there's a lot of 49ers fans here. Again, the poll has 62% of you guys with the 49ers, 38% of you guys with the Eagles. So I'm assuming there's more Niner fans here, if I had to guess. Again, pretty even game. Eagles were favored by 5.5, but I thought it was pretty much a 50-50 split. Dave the Rave was your handle. Okay. Dave the Rave. I kind of remember that. I don't know. All right, we're back here in Philadelphia. Again, 49ers with the ball. 2nd and 10, Purdy in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. As Purdy takes snap, drops back, looking to his left. Purdy throws. It is caught, and he's pushed out of bounds. Robinson with the catch, and Robinson very excited. That is a San Francisco 49er first down. That was a big play there. Purdy again getting rid of it at the last second as the pass rush was getting in. That's a gain of 14. That is a 49er first down, 1st and 10 for San Francisco. Again, under 12 minutes to go here in the third quarter. They're looking sad, yeah. Not so sad after that play as Purdy, play action, drops back. He's looking, steps up, throws it deep. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Robinson, who made a diving attempt. Referee telling him to get out of here. Robinson has been jawing with the Eagles sideline the last few plays. Coffee, water filter, storable food sponsors. There we go. Need a touchdown. You need a touchdown. San Francisco gets a lead here, gets a lead. Xbox liking it. No stops for the rest of the game. Interesting. You're betting on Polymarket. It's 30 versus 70% 49ers Eagles. Oh, wow. That sounds about right. 2nd and 10 at the 33 as Purdy hands it off up the middle. McCaffrey spinning free. He's at the 35, the 40, and is brought down at the 42-yard line. Nice run of 9 yards. McCaffrey getting contacted essentially immediately, but was able to keep his legs moving and making it 3rd and manageable. Pretty good run blocking up the field. Again, not so much initially. Jalen Carter, again, just couldn't make the grab. 3rd and 1, Purdy under center. Robinson in the backfield. Receiver out wide to the right. Purdy. Oh, it's the quarterback sneak, and he dives forward and gets the first down, crossing the 45. San Francisco 49er first down. So 1st and 10 for San Francisco. As Purdy takes his position underneath the center, he sends a man in motion. Purdy takes the snap and play action, looking over the middle. Heavy pressure throws. It is intercepted at the 45, and he's tackled immediately at the 48. Oh, Purdy forced a throw to Mitchell. And the Eagles will take advantage. They'll have the ball around midfield whenever we do return. That was just an errant throw. Don't really know what Purdy was doing. Again, he had pressure, but he just forces the throw to I don't know why. That was shocking to see. But the Eagles will gladly take advantage. 10:22 left to go in the third quarter. Fly, Eagles, fly. Fantastic. Yep. Yeah, we do have emojis in the chat. Feel free to use them again if you remember. Again, thank you guys for your support. Interception, yep. Anyone thinks the Niners, the first thing to think about is Montana, Steve Young, and Rice. Yep. Let's go in Port Royal. William, good to see you. Home of the Speedway Palace. Again, 13-10 is your score. Eagles have, again, had the ball. They've had the ball forever. And just, I don't know, they just can't seem to put the 49ers away. And the 49ers have just, again, you look at the stats. Well, Purdy has 182 yards for just starting the second half. But, again, a lot of those on big plays. McCaffrey only averaging 2.5 yards a carry. It is not looking good. If San Francisco wins at this point, they'll have to really turn it on in the fourth quarter. Purdy overrated. I don't know. I don't think he's really overrated. I think he's properly rated. I think he's an okay quarterback, good quarterback that just struggles in the big moments. Just brutal by Purdy. Yep, love it all, but come on, yeah, he really forced the throw. He didn't need to make that throw at all. Didn't need to do that. Another Fear Factor show. Johnny Knoxville, the host. Interesting. Niners not looking like Super Bowl team. No, they're not. You have a friend whose name is Jerry Rice, and he's a Giants diehard. There we go. He should be a 49er just on the name. Oh, wow, he was open over the middle, too. Purdy, again, looked off a guy that was becoming open. Oh, my goodness. Jennings can't believe it. Jennings has been pretty upset with the alignment of the team. Again, he's been ripping the other receivers when they haven't been lined up, so he's definitely passionate about the victory today, but they might not have it. 1st and 10 for Philly. They're at the 48. Hurts in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. As Hurts drops back, looking to his left. Now moving to his right is Hurts. Hurts looking, throws. It is out of bounds. Incomplete. Pass intended for A.J. Brown. I guess he's lucky he didn't get a hand on it because then Sirianni would tear him a new one. 2nd and 10 coming up for Philadelphia. Mr. Relevant, yep. Yeah, the Eagles winning 23-20. Ooh, looks like Eagle there on the sideline made the catch. They're highlighting the coach that made the catch. Again, Brown couldn't make that catch earlier. 2nd and 10 at the 48. Hurts in the gun, trips the left, 1 receiver to the right. As Hurts takes the snap and is going to keep it himself up the middle, down the right side at the 50, the 45, and steps out of bounds. I believe he got the first down. And there's a flag. What else is new? Thought this would be a close game. Yep, me too. Vocal training is actually good and develops a stronger, more professional voice. There we go. I'll sound like Kevin Harlan at the age of 35. That actually will not be good. That would be terrible. Have a voice like that at such a younger age. Let's say young age, but younger. Holding on the Eagles. That's going to back him up 10. Oh, that's a killer. Hendricks was trying to break free, but Jurgens wouldn't let go. The Eagles crowd doesn't like it. So 2nd and 18 for Philly as they'll move backwards. Again, we're at the 10-minute mark. Feel like this second half has lasted for a while. We're only at the passing 5 minutes. Hurts in the shotgun, trips to the left. 1 receiver to the right. As Hurts looking around, trying to change the play, change the protection. Sending Barkley to his right as Hurts hands it off to Barkley. Barkley taking it down the right side and won't get anything. He's tackled in the backfield. Lenore with a huge tackle, setting up a 3rd and very, very long. Hope the offensive action picks up. This has been a boring game, I know. That's not helping me as well. Definitely has been a rough one for a guy that's going to go, again, do another game. Maybe it picks up, though. Again, every game so far in the playoffs has picked up in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 19. Again, they're at their own 39. Hurts in the shotgun. He drops back. He's looking over the middle. Looking to his right. He throws. It's caught at the 40. And he's going to be brought down at the 44-yard line. And the Eagles will have to punt. And the Eagles crowd, of course, you know they're not happy. They are booing. Booing, booing, booing. 49er fans and the lack thereof, really. Pretty happy with the defense. Can't be too upset to bend but don't break defense. They've, again, been on the field a lot. And, of course, that might come back to haunt them a little bit later in this one. As there is a man. He is ready to punt. There's the snap, and here is the boots. And that is going to be booted. Looks like it's going to be in the end zone for a touchback. 13-10 is your score. 8:17 left to go in the third quarter. San Francisco had the ball at the 20. Whenever we do come back. Good friends but rivals in the NFL. Let's see here. Or Niners to win because the Bucs beat them. That's fair. Love that you're not saying tush push. I say tush push all the time, actually, so you might have just joined. You might have just joined. But no, I do say tush push quite a bit. Whenever it's up. I mean, I don't go out of my way to say tush push. Let's see. I think Rams-Panthers was better than Bears-Packers. That Bears game was boring until like the last 7 minutes. Oh, I completely agree. Completely agree. Sounds amazing as Texas is another dream. I live here. Yeah, it's all right. It's not too shabby. I'm definitely pretty happy. Could be worse. Anyone thinks Eagles need a new offensive coordinator? Like the only thing Barkley's up the middle and Hurts pass. Well, I tell you, I mean, again, a lot of people would agree with you there, Yandres. A lot of people would say that, yeah, they need a new offensive coordinator. I don't know. I haven't really watched the Eagles too much, but I haven't really been impressed. I don't know. I mean, Hurts can only get you so far. This is exactly why Hurts is not an elite quarterback. I need not get a first down with these plays, with this talent. Again, yeah, there's a lot of talent, but, you know, it could be play calling, could be, yeah, it's definitely tough. Westwood 1 says it nonstop. Yeah, I won't go out of my way to say it. Grew up in the farms in Canada, so Texas is your kind of place. It sounds like it. Yeah, pretty wide open. I got to change the battery here. Eagle fans are confused. They still think this is last year. Anyways, good luck, Eagles, says Garth. I don't know. The Eagles are a pretty good team. Again, they have a good defense. I mean, of course, again, they do have the talent. Cannot find that. There we go. But, yeah, it's been a rough year. Again, with all the talent they've had, you'd think they'd be a lot, you know, closer to the way they were last year. Just very dominant, you know. Eagles were very much dominating the NFL last year. And all the way to the Super Bowl. Again, a blowout in the Super Bowl. But, yeah, you're not really seeing that Eagles team this year. Austin, yeah, Austin's definitely different from the rest of Texas. That is true. Who was quarterback for the Eagles when they won the Super Bowl? Jalen Hurts and then Nick Foles. All right, 1st and 10 for the 49ers are at the 20 as Purdy sending a man in motion as he hands it off up the middle. McCaffrey not going to get anything. He's tackled after a gain of 1 just again. Haven't really seen much from this 49ers offense. Just been a rough day. Again, Purdy, obviously, again, since week 11 has been very fantastic, but today has been rough. It has been rough going for him. Just above a 50% completion percentage. I mean, that's worse than Caleb Williams, who some people would praise, like Steeler hater over there. Anyway, 2nd and 9 as Purdy's going to be in the shotgun. Receiver to left, 2 receivers to the right, sending a man in motion. Purdy drops back, looking over the middle. He throws. It is behind the receiver, incomplete. Pass intended for Tungus. The Tungus trying to get involved, but the throw way off. Going to bring up 3rd and 9. These offenses are boring. Yep. Hurts has regressed. Definitely, yeah. Definitely not even close to how he was last year. Definitely. The hired Coach Klein, nice. 3rd and 9, need to get to the 34. Brandy set it downs. Purdy lifting the leg. Looking around. Lifts the leg again for good measure. Takes the snap, drops back. They're bringing the blitz. Purdy steps up, throws down the left side. Overthrown, incomplete. Pass intended to McCaffrey, but the throw was well over his head, and the 49ers will have to punt yet again. Kenny Pickett, you know it. Kenny Pickett was the glue. Oh, a hand to the face, a face mask that was not called. Interesting. Seeing that the Eagles defender got in there on Purdy's face and was kind of yanking it. So the 49ers again will punt as this game will continue slowly but surely. There is the boot. We're finally halfway through the third quarter. That's a shank, by the way. Oh, it's such a bad punt. Didn't even get to the 50. It's going to be down at the 46-yard line. A punt of just 25 yards. And the Eagles will look to take advantage with 7:22 left to go in the third quarter. You want to visit Ireland? Yeah, sounds neat. Normal quarterbacks can win. Yeah, they can win the Super Bowl. Yep. Shank. You got for the Super Bowl? It could be either way. It could be, again, anyone. You'll be pulling for the Chargers next game. A lot of people probably will be. Garth. So we got some Canadians here in the chat. Gotcha. A lot of Canadians. Ireland and Scotland. Seeing as your background. Gotcha. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. Try to respond to as many comments as I can. Of course, again, the game takes priority. But yeah, and again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Helps out the channel a lot. As, again, we crossed 6,000 subscribers today. It was pretty cool. If you do like what you're listening to, subscribe today. And everyone, if they were to subscribe right now, if you guys were to subscribe right now, we would hit 6,100 subscribers. So again, I do appreciate your support. Thank you for letting me call the game. Again, I do apologize. Definitely not up in my A game right now. Hopefully, again, that comes a little bit later. Maybe in the fourth quarter, it'll get pretty excitable, and maybe we get a good game there. But definitely trying to make the game later tonight for sure. I'll bring my A game for that one, or I'll try to anyway. Winds again, 25 degrees, gusting at 36. So I guess Morstead was punting into the wind there, and that was just rough. Brady going over. Oh, wow. Brady going over some of the dynamics of the throwing in the wind. Pretty cool stuff there. So you want to throw it level, apparently. Interesting. We got Dr. Evil and we got Dr. Lame that saves the day. There we go. I'm better than Dr. Evil. Get freaking wrecked. We're going to play in the second round when we easily beat the Chargers. This guy. Can't say that. All right, 1st and 10 for Philadelphia. Again, 13-10 is your score, as it's been a kind of a stinker of a game. But to be fair, again, the Bears-Packers game was not that great, especially in the third quarter. That was atrocious to watch. Hurts going to be under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right, tight ends in tight to the left as he sends Smith in motion from left to right. Hurts going to call out the defense. 49ers asking for a flag. No false start is called, sending Smith in motion from right to left as he hands it off to Barkley. Barkley and not getting anything. That's a loss on the play, a loss of 2. As the offense decided to stay in the locker room for both teams. If this game is boring, can't imagine how boring Steelers Texans will be. This guy. Hey, man, we're about to see some fireworks in that one. Fireworks for sure. You think Rodgers still got another Super Bowl in him? Probably not, but it would be nice to see. 2nd and 12. They're at the 48. Hurts in the gun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. As he sends a man in motion, Hurts drops back, looking to his left, swings it out. It's caught by Smith. Smith at the 50. It's at the 45, the 40, and he's tripped up from behind. Going to be about a yard short of the line to gain. A gain of 11. That is definitely manageable there. 3rd and 1. Give it the great. Appreciate you, Garth. I try. How's the game crew? I don't know. 3rd and 1. It's pretty bad. The game is bad. The tush push is happening, and it is successful. That is a Philadelphia Eagles first down. So Hurts again just getting pushed forward. The brotherly shove, I guess. Stuffed pasta shells for dinner. Oh my goodness, that sounds so good. Rodgers is never going to retire. Nope. He's built different. 1st and 10 to 35 in the shotgun. Trips to the right. Tight end in tight. As Hurts takes the snap and hands it off down the right side. Bigsby trying to escape but cannot. Tackled in the backfield. Kendricks with the tackle. Loss of 1. Doc, this is the game where one of the refs is a Philly fan. I heard that was the case. I don't know if that was for sure, but I did hear about that. Bears-Packers third quarter was pure comedy, offensive tackle. That was actually the best player of that quarter for sure. But no, that quarter was terrible. That was one of the worst. That was horrible. No one wanted to do anything. 2nd and 11 at the 36 in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. As Hurts in the gun, drops back looking to his right. He throws, checks it down. It's caught. This is Smith at the 30, cutting inside, and it's going to be wrapped up and slammed down at the 30. Siegel there with the tackle. Again, Smith not exactly a big guy, so you probably get your hands on him. He's probably going down. And yeah, Siegel showing what happened there, just slamming him down. Oh my goodness. So 3rd and 3, they need to get to the 25 for a brand new set of downs. Hurts in the gun, 2 receivers to each side. As Hurts looking around, pointing at the defense. Hurts takes the snap and hands it off to Barkley up the middle. He's got the first down, crossing the 25 as he's brought down at the 24-yard line. That's another Philadelphia Eagles first down. Sloppiest game, yep. Northeast Pennsylvania. There you go. Nice bowl of chili, nice. Crazy if it's true, yeah. It would be. Who do you think's going to win? I don't know. Probably the Eagles. They're leaning like they are the better team, but the fourth quarters have been pretty crazy in the playoffs as Hurts swings it out, and it's going to be incomplete. Pass intended for Barkley. Looked like, though, that was an intentional incompletion because the 49ers were all over it. Rodgers probably not winning the Super Bowl. No lethal weapons around him. Yeah, unfortunately. Going to make some barbecue chicken drumsticks. Nice. In the air fryer. Air frying is a lifesaver. 2nd and 10 for Philadelphia. Again, they're at the 24. Hurts under center. Receiver to left. Trips to the right. As Hurts takes the snap and hands it off to Barkley. Barkley is tackled in the backfield. A loss of 3. As the Eagle fans are going to boo. Yeah, rightfully so. Sloppy, this guy. How's it going, Jim? Anyone want Parsons to be an Eagle? Probably Eagles fans. I don't think Packers fans would want that. 3rd and 3, they need to get to the 14 for a brand new set of downs. They're at the 27. Hurts in the gun, sending a man in motion as Hurts is going to take himself up the middle. It's at the 25, sliding at the 23. Looks like they will settle for 3 as the offense will make their way off the field. Give us the Kittle story. Is he done for the year? Yes, probably. Probably, again, he tore his ACL, so it looks like he is done for the game. And unless it's Terrell Owens, he's probably going to miss. He's probably going to miss the rest of the year. 41-yard attempt from the right hash. We'll see what Elliott can do here. As there's the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is right down the middle. It is good. 16-10 is your score in this game. It's definitely one of the games played of all time. 2:11 left to go again in the third quarter. Chris was bad luck. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that must have been rough to tune in. All right, get to see the Packers. They're blowing out the Bears. And then you're like, you can't believe, it's like, wow, I get to turn it on and see the Packers just self-destruct. Fumble, scoop, and score the sign of the game, maybe. 23rd playoff game in 13 seasons. Pretty impressive. Prediction isn't looking too good right now. Yeah, the scoring has definitely died down, Chris. As a Yahoo Sports article from 7 hours ago saying Kittle is injured, unlikely for the game. Really? We're in a simulation. We are. That is pretty odd. Huh. Interesting. Again, 2:11 left to go here in the third quarter. Philadelphia going to be kicking off to San Francisco, and they hope to get something going. They hope to, just sustain a drive because, at this point, again, all it's taken is their chunk plays. Without that, they have just been a disaster. Matrix is real, apparently. The refs were bad. Yeah, a lot of tricky penalties, a lot of interesting. Well, I wouldn't say penalties. It was really just the spotting of the ball and lack of penalties called. As that's field at the 5, is at the 10, 15, 20, 25. Robinson at the 30 and tackled at the 33-yard line. That is where San Francisco will start their drive with 2:05 left to go in the third quarter. You can see the team with the greatest number of points inside of this game. I would think that's a crazy take, David. I don't know. That's pretty bold. That's a pretty bold take. Listen to Kittle a couple months ago. He seems like a very humble, grateful guy. Seems like a great guy. Yep, for sure. You'll be back in about an hour or so. Appreciate you, Orville. Yeah, we'll be here. Met Kittle before. Great dude. Seems like it. As Purdy drops back, he's looking over the middle. Dumps it off in the flat. It's caught the 40. He's at the 45. He's at the 50. Juszczyk cuts inside the 45, plowing over the defender at the 40. And that is where he's whistled down. Huge catch and run. That is a San Francisco 49er first down. Again, the big plays, that's what's been working. The fullback again open on the left side and taking it for at least, 25, 30 yards. First and 10 at the 40. Purdy under center, hands it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey dancing around, crossing the 35, tackled at the 34 for a gain of 6. Very nice series of plays here for San Francisco. Patriots game, 8:20. Oh, actually, it's 8:15, but yeah, pretty much same time. We're finally in the playoffs again, I bet. That woke you up, yeah. Not much to really cheer about in this one. 2nd and 4 at the 34. Purdy under center. He's going to hand it off to Sky Moore on the end around. He's at the 30. Oh, no, never mind. Brought down at the 31. I was predetermining there. I thought he would get the first down. He did not. Tackled at the 31. More dancing around too much, maybe. As again, 3rd and 1 coming up. This should be the last play of the third quarter. This third quarter has lasted, I feel like, an eternity. So 3rd and 1. Purdy under center. McCaffrey in the backfield. As Purdy trying to get him to jump. And it's the quarterback sneak, and the pile's going to push him across. It didn't look like he had it, but a good second effort there is going to give the San Francisco 49ers a first down, and that is how the third quarter will end. 16-10, Philadelphia leading over San Francisco. Man, this has been a game. It's one of the games of all time. New Chiefs player required ref, this guy. Exciting time for us football fans. Got nothing but great games till the big one. Yep. Again, I wouldn't say this is a great game, though. Definitely disappointing for sure. Still being rigged. Tough one. Yeah, it's tough. Irving, Texas. You're from Irving. Gotcha. NFL scripted this to be horribly long third quarter so they can maximize watch time. I guess so. You should wear a lab coat? No. Bill Nye the Science Guy. No, we're good. Burned your arm making pizza. Oh, man, Chris, be careful. Oh, my gosh. That is not ideal. Philly and Pittsburgh lose the same offense because of Nick Sirianni. Reminds me of 2010 Mike Tomlin. Playing its own defenses and blitzing with... I don't know about that. But, you know, I don't know. I don't think 2010 Steelers, you know, I think they were a much better offense than the Philly offense for sure. Making your own deep dish for the game. Got the recipe from your uncle. Nice. Nice. Goku's dad. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, this has been a game, 16-10. And again, hopefully it picks up here. But when there's 4 minutes left, you'll say it's a good game. Just stop. Sorry if they're getting to you. The script is getting to you. I mean, I guess so. I mean, yeah. I mean, again, that's how it's kind of been here for the last few. Again, I'm not gonna say that the Bears-Packers game was good. It was not. That was not a good game. And the Bills-Jaguars kind of, again, a disappointing game. Again, we got a good fourth quarter. But that is just, you know, the fourth quarters have been good. I'm not going to say it's going to be a good game, though, for sure. Let's see here. Good evening, Doctor. Not much of an NFL guy. Just want to drop in a like. Appreciate you, Lynn, for tuning in. Will the Bills play? We do not know yet. AP pulling for the Eagles. Good to have you, AP. Barbecue jackfruit, mashed potatoes, and macaroni and cheese. Interesting. You'll be rooting for the Patriots tonight. Oh, wow. Harlingen, Texas. MVP, probably Stafford. Missed extra points going to haunt the Eagles. We'll see. Robinson, I don't know. He's not on the field right now. 1st and 10 at the 29. Purdy under center, sending a man in motion. As Purdy hands it off to Moore, who tosses it back to Jennings. Jennings back to throw, throws it down the right side. It's caught. Touchdown, San Francisco. Oh, my goodness. What a play, but there's a flag. The trickery may be called back. We'll see. Roughing the passer defense. Touchdown, San Francisco. As Juwan Jennings finds McCaffrey down the right sideline and is able to cross the pylon. Touchdown, San Francisco. What a play. What a trick play there. Again, Jennings. Oh, my goodness. Jennings took a huge hit there at the end. But finding McCaffrey, that's probably the most accurate throw we've seen all night from either quarterback. And that was from a receiver. So 16-16 pending the extra points. And we're just waiting for the extra point. Maybe we'll get to it. I don't know. We probably won't. We'll just show the celebrating there on the sideline. Nice catch. Yep. Play they did against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I don't really remember much of that game, to be honest with you. I don't really remember. We're still waiting for this extra point. Oh, my gosh. What the heck's going on? There we go. We're lined up finally. Panero on to give the Niners the lead. As there's the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. 17-16 is your score. 14:52 left to go in the fourth quarter. That was pretty neat. Again, like a double reverse there. Wide receiver pass. That'll work. Drake. Man, this guy. 49ers now lead. ACC fan, I know. But at least we have more bowl games and went further than the SEC. Yeah, we did. Can the Eagles get the elusive 1-point safety tie of the game? Probably not. Gossip, you can't do anymore. I mean, I get it. You know, trust me. Again, I didn't watch the Super Bowl last year. I was protesting myself. I actually didn't watch the Eagles. One of the few people that probably held up their own end of their, protest. I didn't watch a single second of the Super Bowl last year. I didn't. I only saw the highlights. That was it. And, yep. But no, I'll be calling, of course, every game from now on. From now on, I'll be doing it. Sirianni is going to be at wide receiver, calling it. It'll be interesting, Tiffany, if that happens. Was that McCaffrey? Yeah, McCaffrey scored. McCaffrey with the touchdown catch. Miami might single-handedly save the ACC, maybe. That's going to be fielded in the end zone. He fumbles it, actually. Not fielded, now it is. And he's going to take a knee for a touchback. So Philadelphia will start at their own 35. And we're just starting pretty much the fourth quarter. 14:52 left to go in this one. Every team has brought their mojo in the fourth inning. Maybe. Let the scoring begin. Pretty much exciting fourth quarters for this weekend. Yep. All right, 1st and 10 for Hurts and the Eagles. He's going to be in the shotgun. We got receiver to left, 2 receivers to the right. As Hurts fakes the pitch, looking out over the middle. He swings it out to, Barkley is at the 30, 35, 40. Breaking tackles to the 45 and tripped up at the 46-yard line. Nice catch and run for 11. That is there's a flag. So maybe not a first down. Holding on the Eagles. Oh, yeah, that's a hold. That's a textbook hold. Yes, no, I saw that. Yeah, I disagree. I don't think they're similar. 8-5, it happens. It happens, man. The ACC is built different. That's how good it is. All right, so that's going to back him up again. A 10-yard penalty. So 1st and 20 now. Clock will run 14:40 and counting. Need to see Hurts get a touchdown. Okay. Hurts in the gun, receiver to the left, 2 receivers to the right, tight end in tight. As Hurts looks around, sends a man in motion and takes the snap, drops back, looking to his left, throws over the middle. It is dropped at the 30. Goddard's unable to secure that one, incomplete. And this Eagle crowd not really thrilled at what they're seeing. I don't really blame them. Yeah, no, the ACC was pretty wild this year. 2nd and 20 for Philadelphia. Hurts going to be in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. As Hurts sending a man in motion again as he takes the snap and hands it off to Barkley down the right side. He's cutting inside, bouncing outside the 30, and ripped down at the 32-yard line for a nice gain of about 6. So third and long coming up for Philadelphia. You're a bigger college fan than I am NFL, even though I don't really like the recent additions to college. And I'm a much bigger NFL fan for sure. It's not even close, but definitely appreciated the college game as of late. 3rd and 13. They need to get to the 45 for a branded set of downs. Hurts in the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. As Hurts takes the snap, drops back, looking over the middle. Moving to his right is Hurts. Hurts on the run, throws, incomplete. And the Eagle crowd is very loud, and they are not cheering. They are booing and booing and booing. Incomplete, 4th and 13. They will punt. You see wild stuff the NFL wouldn't dare to try. Yeah, it's fair. Eagles fans are going crazy. Yeah, and it's probably not for the good crazy, not the good kind. So again, here is the snap, and here is the punt. There is the boots, and that is fielded. Oh, he drops it, then picks it up again at the 20. He's at the 25, the 30, and tackled at the 32-yard line. That is where San Francisco will take over with 13:25 left to go in the fourth quarter. Again, they lead 17-16. All right, Gossip. I'm sorry, Gossip. You're going to have to go. You're not going to get banned or anything. We're going to put you in the timeouts. I appreciate you, man, but yeah, it's just, I mean, it happens, man. It happens, okay? Let's see here. Thought I picked this man off, this guy. Hockey, again, you know, I will kind of call it every now and then. Again, I'm not really passionate about it, though. Eagles might be imploding. Maybe. I don't know. This has really been the case the entire game. That's the thing. I don't think it's a big deal because, yeah, I feel like nothing's really changed. Being a lifelong Leaf fan. Just no, before you leave this earth, yeah, they got to win. Maybe. Looks Bear, Pennsylvania. Okay. What about the Bears comeback when the guys? Come on, that was awesome. It was okay. Again, you know, that was a good fourth quarter. It wasn't really a great game though. Barbara, listen to this on the way home from work. Thanks for doing Oh yeah, no problem. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for listening in. Appreciate you, man. Again, I'm sorry for the lack of quality. If you think this is great quality, that's great. Then you should subscribe. 100%. It is free to do so. Not while you're driving, of course. Whenever you get home, make sure to subscribe. It is free. But yeah, no, I'm definitely not on my A game, so I do apologize for that. Definitely pretty tired. And of course, trying to save some energy for the game later, which will feature, of course, the Chargers and the Patriots for Sunday night action. First time Chiefs not making the playoffs in, probably about a decade now. The Eagles probably getting bounced the playoffs. Yeah, definitely change of pace. Change of pace for sure. We had the Tampa Bay Lightning here. Yeah, they were pretty good. Yep. Doesn't snow. Philly loses a lot of games at home. They win more on the road. Well, they're 5-3 this year at home. 49ers actually 7-2 on the road. That's interesting. Chargers haven't looked great down the stretch. They don't need to bring their A game tonight. B game is enough. You appreciate you, man. No, I think this is more of a C game for me. This is probably a C game for me, man. All right, 1st and 10 for San Francisco. Again, they have 13 minutes. Obviously they're not going to hold the ball for 13 minutes here, but, drain some clock here, get a score, and then the Eagles will definitely start feeling it then. Purdy in the gun, 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right as Purdy lifts the leg and takes the snap, drops back, looking over the middle. Purdy looking, throws. It's caught the 35, diving forward, rolling forward at the 40. He rolled his way to a first down. I'm pretty sure that's a first down. I'd like to see where they mark it there, but juice check. Yeah, he did. So he caught it, fell down around at the 7-yard play, and then he rolled for an extra 3 yards. Eagles didn't know what they were doing. Finally touching him down as soon as he crosses it. First down for the 49ers. Great play by Juszczyk, the fullback. 1st and 10 at the 41 as Purdy under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right. As he sends a man in motion, Purdy tosses it down the right side. McCaffrey takes a big whack there at the 43-yard line. Oof. Some injured. Looks like the lineman that delivered the blow is also hurt. He's going to be making his way off the field. I think that's Carter. Pretty sure that's Carter. Denver and Philly, easy division. Well, I don't know if Denver had an easy division. Are you talking about schedules? Maybe. Purdy drops back. He's looking over the middle. Purdy heaves it down the field. Oh, it's picked off at the 40. And he's going to be tackled immediately, unless he's still going. No, okay, he was touched down. But there's a flag. Oh, my goodness. He was down by contact. There's a flag. So, again, we'll see what the call on the field is. Wow, that is... the pass was intended for Tungus. Underthrows Tungus. So I guess there's no flag. I'm not hearing anything about it. Philadelphia ball at their own 40. What's up? How's it going, Perdomo? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for tuning in. Called the Bears win. Nice. Jay's not liking it. Ugly pass it was. Eduardo pulling for the Eagles as Yin Yang says bang, bang, Niner gang right after they throw a pick. Yin Yang might be trolling the Niners here. 1st and 10 for Philadelphia, having some new life. The crowd has something to cheer for after all, as they'll have it at their own 38. Hurts under center, sending Smith in motion. 2 receivers right, tight ends in tight. As Hurts takes the snap, hands it off to Barkley up the middle, trying to cut inside. He's at the 40-45, brought down at the 46-yard line for a gain of 8. Very quickly getting those 8 yards. Again, Barkley just so explosive. Barkley at 91 yards. He has just been moving and moving. NFC North and NFC West by far, no question. I would agree, yeah, for sure. This year, for sure, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. 2nd and 2, ball at the 46. Hurts again under center. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. As Hurts takes the snap and play action. Rolling to his left. Hurts is going to take off and run. He's going to slide and is going to be brought down at the 49. And there's a flag. Oh, they're going to penalize the hit on Hurts, who did slide late. Farrell can't believe it. The 49ers want an explanation. Wow. Congrats on 6K. Appreciate you, Michael, man. Appreciate it, man. We crossed that today. Oh, man, that's a late slide. Again, appreciate you guys again for the congrats there. Wow. It's tough on the defender. That's exactly the first words out of Dean Blandino's mouth, the referee expert. Man, I don't know. That's a tough one. Again, Hurts sliding pretty late. So 1st down, Eagles. They will gladly take the penalty. Should be a penalty, yep. All right, 1st and 10. They're at the 36. Hurts is under center. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. As Hurts takes the snap and hands it off. This is Barkley dancing, cutting at the 35-30, making guys miss. Pile drive down around the line to gain close to a 10-yard gain. I don't know if they'll give it to him. Worst case for the Eagles would be 2nd and 1. Good run there by Barkley. What a jump cut. Man, he's so good. They're going to mark him, I think, about a yard short. So 2nd and 1 coming up. And the quarterback slide. That wouldn't be the worst thing. I don't think they do it, though. 2nd and 1 at the 20. Where are they at? 27. Hurts under center. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. As Hurts takes the snap, hands it off to Barkley. Barkley's got the 1st down, crossing the 25, and he's tackled at the 21-yard line. Gain of about 6, and that is a Philadelphia Eagles 1st down. Barkley over 100 yards on the night. After that, you're cheering for the Niners, this guy. You never saw a quarterback slide? I guess so. I wasn't alive in the 70s. Quarterback should be treated once as a runner once they leave the pocket. Ward signed with Indy. I'm not familiar, Jay. How's it going, Steve? Good to see you again. 1st and 10 at the 21 as Hurts is under center. Receiver to each side as Hurts takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. Oh, Barkley takes a huge hit. And Barkley is still down. Oh, he took a big hit. He's going to be helped up. Now he's staying down. Barkley sensing something is wrong. That could be a huge loss if Barkley can't go. Barkley walking off the field under his own power, but he is favoring his left leg. Oh, man, yeah. He just kind of looked awkward the whole time. Who is from Pennsylvania? I'm sure you got some Pennsylvanians in here. I was born in Pennsylvania myself. Williams from PA. Chavarius Ward. Oh, okay. Barkley again. He was dancing around and took a hit. Ooh. Yeah, he took a big hit. Hopefully he's okay. Yeah, no, he's huge. He is a huge piece of this Eagles offense. 2nd and 9 at the 21. Now it's going to be up to Bigsby as Hurts in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. As Hurts looking around. Hurts again just kind of changing up something. As he takes the snap, drops back, looking over the middle. He floats it down the left side. It is incomplete. And the crowd looking for a flag, but no flag is thrown. As that was intended for Dotson. That ball was up there forever. That was a wobbler. That was really just not a good throw, to be honest with you. Yeah, a lot of contact going from the 49ers direction. Again, there's some contact from the Eagles, but more so on the 49ers defender there. 3rd and 9 coming up for San Francisco's Barkley. Asking for his helmet. Barkley might be coming in. I'm not too sure. Want to win? I don't know. Again, I don't have a dog in that fight. Just hopefully it's a good game. 3rd and 9. Hurts drops back, looking, throws over the middle. It is caught! And he's tackled at the 15-yard line. Going to be a few yards shy of the first down mark. We'll see what they decide to do here. This is 4th and 3. And it looks like the Eagles will trot on their field goal units. Jim's from Oregon. Yep. Should have been a flag. A lot of contact there. Throw was a little bit, I don't know, definitely not a great throw. This would be about a, 33-yard attempt. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is up. It is right down the middle. It is good. The Eagles, once again, leading 19-17 with 8 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. They will step away. I, of course, will be right here. Thank you for great play-by-play. Much appreciated. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you, Candy. I try. Chris doesn't like Jim Harbaugh. Oh, he's a Michigan's coach. Okay, that makes sense. Niners cheaters. I wouldn't say they're cheaters. Is Barkley out of the game? I don't know. I don't think so. Right now, I'd say he's questionable to return. What's up? How's it going? Jesus is king. How's it going, man? Steelers went on a Boswell kick. I hope so. But, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. I try to, I don't think you try. I think you're doing it, which is a big, big difference between trying. I guess so. I appreciate you, Power of your awareness. Trying to make me more aware. I am trying. I am, though. I mean, yeah, I do apologize. Not again. I'm not on my A game. I would say this is more of my C game. But I do appreciate you guys letting me call the game for you. Regardless, again, I'll be calling the game tonight. Chargers, Patriots. Hopefully, I'll be rejuvenated for that one. Again, you know, the quality of this game really hasn't been that great, so that has impacted me a little bit for this long day. Again, I don't know. I felt it last night with the Bears-Packers game. It really took a lot out of my voice. But hopefully, again, tomorrow I'm good to go for sure. Steelers, Texans. But yeah, again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure again to like and subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot. If everyone were to subscribe right now, we would hit 6,100 subscribers. Again, this is what I do. I call games. Of course, again, I've been doing this the whole time. If you're wondering, hey, are you going to call next week's games? Yes, I will. I mean, that's essentially what I do on this channel. I've been calling games again since March. And, of course, the NFL started in September. I've done a lot of games. And again, every single week doing multiple games, not just Steelers. If you're wondering, well, are you a Steelers channel? I don't really want to sub to a Steelers channel. No, I've been covering, again, a bunch of other games as well as the Steelers. But, yeah, multiple games every day on Sundays and stuff like that. And, of course, same thing next year. So, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Jesus King. Yes, sir. Yes, he is. How's it going, Romeo? How's it going, man? You had a good game last night, Romeo Dobbs in the chat. Jalen Hurts hurt. No, he is not. He is not. You got the Steelers in the West, Eagles in the East. Nothing in the middle. It's just empty except the State College. Well, I mean, Reading, I would disagree there. Reading's in the middle, kind of. More in the East, but, you know, it's a lot of farmland. You know, it's just like every other state. You have a lot of big cities, and then you have, small towns and stuff. There is the kickoff as we're resuming action here in Philly. It's going to be fielded at the 15s at the 20, 25, 30. Looking for contact, and he's brought down at the 34-yard line. Some pushing and shoving at the end of this one. Again, getting chippy here late. Again, one of these teams will be eliminated tonight. Jordan Davis, again, was shaken up at the end of the series. The last defensive series for the Eagles. I don't know if he'll be back. And again, Barkley, of course, he's also injured. We'll see what happens with him. Jalen's not on the field, probably because he's on the Eagles are on defense. 1st and 10 at the 34, under center, sending a man in motion as Purdy drops back. He's looking, throws over the middle. It's caught at the 35, and he's tackled at the 39-yard line for a gain of 5. That was Kyle Juszczyk with the catch. Can you lift the hat so we can see the turkey? I'll adjust it a little bit there. That's his punishment, though. If he's not going to celebrate touchdowns, he's going to wear the Steeler hat. You're in San Diego, I like to hear about Pennsylvania. Gotcha. 2nd and 5 at the 39 in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. As Purdy takes the snap, drops back, looking over the middle. Purdy is going to step up. Oh, he escapes. He's going to take off and run. He's got the first down. Nice run by Purdy. A Purdy run. That is a San Francisco 49ers first down. We're approaching, by the way, 7 minutes. 7 minutes to go in this one. PSU will rebound probably, though I don't know. I don't expect them again to compete for a national title or anything. Sorry. They're a second tier team. That's just the way it is. 1st and 10 at the 44. Under center is Purdy, sending a man in motion. As Purdy drops back, looking to his right. He's looking, throws over the middle. It is caught at the 40. And Robinson with a sliding catch. That is a San Francisco 49er. First down. Sunglasses on the turkey. That's a good idea. I just don't have any small sunglasses. That's a good idea, though. Turkey coming back. Whenever the Steelers are eliminated, he will be coming back. So that is the contract we signed. 1st and 10 at the 40. Purdy in the shotgun. 2 receivers left to 1 to the right as Purdy spinning away. Purdy under duress. He throws. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. So hopefully he doesn't come back at all, until next year. But, hopefully I don't see him for a while, but he probably will. Go, Doctor. I appreciate you, man. Amish or Lancaster? Lancaster, yeah. Keep the turkey in line, Doc. Yep, I'm trying to. 2nd and 10 at the 41. In the gun. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. As Purdy sends Bourne in motion, Purdy drops back looking, swings it out to McCaffrey. Caught at the 45, he's at the 40, cuts inside the 35. What a move at the 30, and he's tackled at the 28. As Blankenship with a tackle. That is a San Francisco 49er first down going under 6 minutes now. We're at 5:35 and counting. 49ers pulling this off for sure. We'll see. Very Purdy run it was. It was a very Purdy run. 1st and 10 for the Niners. They're at the 29. Purdy hands it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey spinning around and tripped up at the 25-yard line for a gain of 4. And again, we're approaching the 5-minute mark here in this game. And again, the 49ers down by 2. Eagles leading, 49ers with the ball. A field goal would give them the lead, but that would mean the Eagles would just need a field goal of their own to take the lead themselves. Second and 6, ball at the 25. Purdy in the gun. He drops back, looking over the middle. Purdy steps up. Heavy pressure. Purdy trying to escape. Purdy cannot. As the Eagles bring him down in the backfield. That's a loss of 3, but there is a flag. Interesting. The Eagles looking for it. He's like, hey, what the heck? What are you doing? Holding defense. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty. That's an automatic first down for the 49ers. Blankenship just wrapping the waist of Tungus. The Tungus was held a little bit. Again, that's a kind of a ticky-tack one. Kind of like, again, the no PI earlier. I thought it was an okay call, or the okay non-call. That one, again, I don't know. Based on how the game has been called tonight, definitely don't know about that one, but it is what it is. First down for the 49ers. They look to take advantage. Purdy's going to be in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Again, they're at the 20. Purdy lifts the leg. Takes the snap and hands it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey cuts inside at the 15. Oh, he's at the 10 and tackled at the 9-yard line for a gain of 11. That is a San Francisco 49er first down. You lived in Pennsylvania for like 23 years. Oh, yeah, you have no idea what you're talking about then about Pennsylvania. Not enough time. I lived there for 8 and definitely know a lot more for sure. Let's see here. YouTube always sending me to commercial at the worst time. I'm very sorry. That is terrible. Western North Carolina, shortest trip to South Carolina. Okay. Ride the train in Jim Thorpe. Yeah, it's kind of odd they named him after a football player and he has no connection to the town at all. First and goal at the 10. Purdy drops back looking over the middle. He throws. It is caught at the 5 and tackled at the 4-yard line for a gain of 6. Second and goal as this time is kind of moving here. The fourth quarter moving a lot more fluid, here in the fourth than the third quarter. Third quarter was just choppy. It was a choppy, terrible mess. They're just moving and mowing down this clock. Hello how's it going, Brent? Good to see you from the Hoosier States. Second and goal at the 4. Purdy in the pistol. Receiver left, receiver to the right. Purdy. Play action looking, throws over the middle. It is tipped and it's incomplete. DeGene on the coverage. Jennings. The receiver, again, everyone does the thumbs down emote. I kind of find that so annoying now. It was neat at first, but now it's like, okay. Like, everyone does it now. Everyone's an NPC, I guess, at this point. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Been great all season. Third and goal at the 4. In the shotgun. Receiver to the right. No, pardon me. Trips to the right. Sending a man in motion. Tight end in tight. As Purdy takes snap, drops back, looking to his right. Purdy over the middle, steps up, throws. It is caught. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey breaking free in the end zone. And Purdy connects as the 49ers lead by 4 with just under 3 minutes to go in this one. And, of course, this will be interesting. I imagine they would just kick the extra point. Run down the clock. Well, they run it down pretty good. Again, the Eagles will have plenty of time, though. So this is the extra point from the right hash. The snap. Oh, my goodness. That wasn't even close. That was a terrible extra point. Pinero shanks it to the left. That was just bad. As, again, the score will remain at 23-19. And, of course, again, the Eagles will have 2:54 left to go, and they need a touchdown. Field goal will not really do them any favors. Got to take the Chargers next one. Go Chargers, says Garth. How do you miss that? It happened. It happened. He just shanked it. Eduardo saying, go Philly. Sounds like it's the perfect score, 23-19. Someone needs to investigate these kickers. They hit 65 yards, 1 extra points, cupcake field goals. Yep. Yeah. A lot of missed kicks. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure again to like and subscribe. If everyone were to subscribe right now, we'd hit 6,100 subscribers. And again, in about an hour, a little less than an hour, I'll be calling the final game of the day. The Chargers and the Patriots. Hopefully, I will see you guys for that one. But, of course, again, we are definitely expecting a interesting finish here in Philadelphia. As Philadelphia driving for their season. San Francisco looking to make a stop, again, for their season. Panero never misses. Missed there. He missed badly, by the way. That was not even close. Green Bay's kicker, maybe. All right, there is the kickoff, and that is going to be booted into the end zone for a touchback, and the Eagles will take over at the 35-yard line. Yeah, they're showing off the games. Chargers, Patriots, 8:15 Eastern Time on NBC. Tomorrow, of course, Texans, Steelers on ESPN. I'll, of course, be on the call for that one, obviously. And then, of course, next week, Saturday, 2 games, Sunday, 2 games. And again, we're just going to be waiting to see what and who and where, what those games will be. That will probably be announced during or after the Monday night game. Tomorrow, of course, I'll stay on until we figure out when or who is, when they're playing. First and 10 at the 35 as Hurts drops back. He's looking over the middle. Hurts dumps it off. It's caught at the 38, and he's tackled immediately for a gain of 3. Of course, again, we'll already know the NFC side of things after this game is concluded. Eagles win. They will travel to Chicago, and the Rams would travel to Seattle. If the 49ers win, the 49ers would travel to Chicago, and the Rams will head on. No, the 49ers will travel to Seattle. The Rams would travel to Chicago, as that's going to be a caught by Barkley, and he's pushed out of bounds for a gain of 2. And I'll have to repeat myself a little bit later tonight. I'm sorry about that. I butchered that. But it is 3rd and 5 for Philly. Stepped out of bounds. Again, 2:25 on the clock. That'll be good tomorrow. It should be. Hurts interception ends the Eagles season. That's your prediction. We'll see. We'll see. Eagles, again, with all timeouts, so if they don't get it here, I mean, they can punt it and hold the 49ers. They need to get to the 45 for a brand new sit downs. Hurts drops back, looking over the middle. Hurts throws in the middle. It is dropped by Brown. Brown with another drop, incomplete. And I imagine Sirianni will have a word with him. Oh, my goodness. Brown just a flat-out, straight-up drop, incomplete. That was pretty crazy. So, for 4th and 5, they need to get to the 45. Oh, my goodness, this is interesting. Hurts in the gun, chips to the right, 2 receivers left. And they're bringing the blitz. Hurts drops back. He's looking over the middle. He throws. It is caught by Goddard at the 50 and tripped up at the 45-yard line. They convert on 4th and 5. That is a Philadelphia Eagles first down. 26-23 probably. We'll see. Again, this will take us to the 2-minute warning. Philadelphia again in San Francisco territory. 23-19 San Francisco leading, but Philadelphia with the ball. Sirianni's going in from Brown, yep. Finna, you're fixing to see pretty much. It's just a short for that, Finna. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, fixing to essentially trade him, this guy. Many people worship A.J. Brown. I don't know if anyone's worshiping A.J. Brown. I don't think anyone here on the channel has worshipped A.J. Brown. That'd be a pretty interesting guy to worship. He's pretty good, but he's had a terrible day. I think everyone here kind of backed up the coach for ripping into him. You just don't see that often. You don't see a coach holding a player accountable anymore because You're not allowed to do that anymore. And I don't know. I'm a fan of old school coaching. Fan of old school coaching for sure. And that's not good for the Niners. It is not. Overtime, very unlikely that happens unless the Eagles score quickly. 49ers drive down and kick a field goal. Chargers win. Buffalo plays winner of Houston, Pittsburgh. If Buffalo plays Denver. If not, Buffalo plays Denver. Yes, so yeah, if the Chargers win, Buffalo will play the winner of Houston, Denver, and then the Chargers will travel to Denver. Yes. Broncos don't want the smoke of Buffalo. I mean, I would probably pick straight up, to be honest with you, if Buffalo traveled to Denver, I'm probably picking Buffalo. Not even going to lie. I'd probably pick Buffalo. So, yeah, I kind of want to go to Denver as opposed to having to go to New England. Do I think we can beat New England? Yes. We already beat New England. I'm not saying that the 5 turnovers is doable, but I'm just saying we already beat them, so it is doable. Saying it's not possible would be insane. I can, again, pull up the 2025 season, show you a box score. Steelers had more points than the Patriots. However, I would rather go to Denver than have Buffalo come to Pittsburgh, if that makes any sense. So definitely pulling, I guess, for that. But, yeah, I guess there's no chance. Yeah, there's no chance that Pittsburgh would go to Denver. So, I don't know. I guess Pittsburgh. So, I guess I'm pulling for New England. Am I pulling for New England, really? Jeez. That's tough. Anyway. 1st and 10 for Philly. Hurts going to be in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. As Hurts looking around, sending a man in motion. Hurts drops back, looking over the middle. Hurts looking, dumps it off. It's caught at the 40, and Devontae Smith is pushed out of bounds around the 35-yard line. That is a Philadelphia Eagles 1st down. Nobody wants Buffalo. I mean, again, Buffalo is beatable. But I don't know if the Steelers can beat them. I don't think they can. 49ers going to lose. Eagles have the ball. They're driving. 1:53 left to go. Again, the clock stopped there after the push out as they're at the 35. Again, Philly does need to push it into the end zone. That is something they need to do. No field goals here. Hurts in the gun. He drops back, looking over the middle. Hurts fires. It is caught by Devontae Smith. He's at the 25 and brought down at the 20-yard line. That is a 1st down for Phillies. The clock will run now. Again, 1:40 and counting. Again, they're at the 20-yard line. Hurts in the gun. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Hurts looking around. He takes a snap, drops back, looking over the middle. Hurts moving up in the pocket. Hurts is going to get sacked in the backfield. Oh, nothing doing there. A loss on the play. 1:20 and counting. This clock's still running. This clock is still running. 2nd and 11 for Philly. 1:10 and counting. The clock's still running. Again, it's not... And you're not being rushed for time here, but... Man... 1 minute and counting. Hurts in the gun. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He takes the snap at 55 seconds. Hurts looking over the middle. Hurts moving to his right. Hurts throws it out of bounds. Incomplete. The clock stops at 48 seconds, bringing up a 3rd and 11. Chargers win at New England. We play Denver. If the Chargers win at New England, we play Denver. You talk about the Steelers? No, the Steelers wouldn't play Denver. The Chargers are the 7th seed. They would travel to Denver. Third and 11. They need to get to the 10 for a brand new set of downs. It's going to be Hurts in the gun. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. As Hurts sending a man right to left. As Hurts takes the snap, drops back, looking over the middle. He throws over the middle. It is tipped and it's incomplete. Oh, my goodness. And it's going to be 4th and 11. Oh, my gosh. And, of course, we are approaching the end of this game. Again, I do know I'm a little bit behind, so we will go ahead and take away any possible spoiling. Again, if you're watching the game, I know you probably are. So this is kind of a big deal. 4th down for the Eagles. Oh my gosh. Again, the Eagles have all 3 timeouts, so if they don't get this, again, they could stop them and still have a chance. It'd be a very slim chance. But they need to get to the 10.5-yard line for a brand new set of downs. And the Eagles are going to take their first timeout. So they don't get this, the game is over. Because the 49ers could just take knees and it would be done. So I guess mine as well. No spoilers. Again, appreciate it, guys. Again, I know I'm a little bit behind. Again, I'll be trying to work on that. I'm probably going to go to Walmart tomorrow, to be honest with you, and we'll try to get that going. So, man, this is going to be crazy. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. You know, appreciate it. Again, I'll be calling another game in about 30 minutes. 30 minutes, I'll be calling a game. Chargers and the Patriots. So hopefully I see you then. Make sure again to like and subscribe. Everyone subscribes right now. We hit 6,100 subscribers. Again, thank you very much for hitting 6,000 today. That is awesome. I'm very appreciative of that. I can't believe it. 4th and 11. As the Eagles break the huddle, they need to get to the 10.5-yard line for a brand new set of downs. Hurts is in the shotgun. I see the screen moving to my right. I don't know. Hurts in the gun, sending a man in motion. That is Brown. Hurts takes the snap, drops back, looking to his right, throws over the middle. It is tipped. It's incomplete. Oh, my goodness. The 49ers. The 49ers are going to win this game. The 49ers are going to win this game. Unbelievable. Incomplete. The Eagles just couldn't get their offense going all day. And that remains true with the game on the line. Hurts forcing it into triple coverage. Not ideal. Intended for Goddard. Again, not a bad choice there. But it's triple coverage. You don't... Oh, my goodness. And the 49ers will win. So that means they will be heading to Seattle. The 49ers will head to Seattle. Eagles going to take timeouts here. But yes, the 49ers will travel to Seattle next week. And that means the Bears will host the Rams in the NFC playoffs. So that is how, I don't know if it's going to refresh. I don't know if that's going to give us anything there. But there you go. That is the NFC playoffs right there. Wow, that is crazy. The 49ers, 5.5-point underdogs, upset Philadelphia at home. That is the first loss for Sirianni and Hurts at home in the playoffs. Unbelievable. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, I'm going to take a little break. I'll be back in about 30 minutes. You lose reception for a few seconds. Well, at least I'll have this. I'll have this as a backup. I'll have the Hulu for backup. So, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. I'm going to go ahead and adjust something. Let me go and end the poll there. 49ers, 64% of you guys were correct. Look at that. Again, let me go ahead and change this. As, again, I got to do that. But, yep, that is your score. Again, 23-19, 49ers. Upsetting the Eagles. The Eagles are eliminated. So now the Steelers, the last Pennsylvania team. Will they join their fellow Pennsylvania team tomorrow night? I don't know. Hopefully not. But it could happen. It could very well happen. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it does not. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of rambling here. England, Patriots. Making sure I type it correctly. Sometimes I type too slow or too sluggish. All right. That'll do it. Again, I will see you guys in about 20 or so minutes. Hopefully, again, you enjoyed it. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe before you go for more playoff football, more college football as well. Again, I'm doing the national championship. Again, I've been doing the entire playoffs. Going to continue until it's done. So, yeah, I will catch you later. Y'all have a great rest of your night. In case I don't see you again, it's been a pleasure calling the game for you. Again, I do apologize, not on my A game, but hopefully I'll bring it here for the Chargers and Patriots. Should be a good one in Foxborough. I will see you then. See you in 20. Good night and take care. Peace.